Hello, hello, Entertainment Daily lovers. Welcome, welcome back. Good morning from my side and good evening. Actually, for some people, it's actually good night because I know some people are still sleeping, mostly my US fans, and you know, hmm so I know most of you will be catching up later on. So, yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, all of it. Okay, so yes. From the title, the thumbnail, you already know. You already know. Court case flying right, left, and center. That's what we're going to be talking about on this live stream because we know that Mr. Korra Obidi, aka the distractor, is out there doing the most to distract everybody. So you're all welcome. If you are just joining us, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button if you're not subscribed to this channel. Secondly, give the live stream a thumbs up, okay? Give us a like so YouTube knows that something is going on over here. And I also want to say shout out to all of you, man. You pulled up for that yesterday's live stream and it was fun. God bless you all. Thank you for the support. So, yes, welcome. While we wait for as much people as we can get on the live stream, let me quickly go check this sound and let's on the live stream, let me quickly go check this sound and let's okay, so our sound is good. Welcome. Yes, all seven of you in here, you are welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this early morning. I have this time to do this live stream, so like let me jump in so we can do this. Let me share to the community and we can get right in. Welcome, Graham. Welcome. You're welcome. Good morning to you also, Graham. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining, ma'am. Okay, so yes, Mr. Distractor has been doing the most. If you notice of late, everybody have been on that because that bogus filing, that code, jeez, isn't the timing just perfect? Isn't it not just perfect? Isn't it too perfect actually? That Mr. Su had to go file this giant case file that I guess even the judge was shocked when he saw it, you know. So, hmm, give me a second. Let me share to my community and we continue this. All right, let's get this out of the way. So, yeah, welcome. As you're coming in, don't forget to give us a like, okay? Sheba, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So, it is going down, okay? Now, we're going back to what we were supposed to be discussing. But yes, if you enjoy what we do over here and you want to support the channel, because that also helps us, okay, to create better content and give you better quality and popping out more content, you can support by super chats, super stickers are all active, okay? So you can see that when we're live, you can actually see to the right side of the chat if you want to support the channel with that. Okay, so that being said, thank you also very much and God bless you for coming. Let's get right into the gist right about now. So Mr. Su, we will start from Mr. Su and we will get into the main gist that we are here for. So like I said, Mr. Su has been out here doing the most, okay? Graham said one thing he forgot is that she divorced him and it is over. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that is still paining him. And he's like, look, for the fact that you even pulled that off, when someone feels like they are your almighty, they are your God, they are everything in your life, they are Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, uh, you know, they just want to do the most. So I feel like he's like, for you to even there, I will do whatever I want to do, but you cannot dare to say you are actually divorcing me. So for her to even do that, yeah, he doesn't even think, I don't even think he sees himself as someone that is no longer married. Because if you ask me, this man sees Korra as his property, his thing, like something you have that you just hold on to. That's how he sees her. So even now that they're completely divorced, nothing, no ties except the kids, he still is finding it difficult to come to terms with that. Anyways, so remember, JD told us that he, after he did that live stream, that he came out telling us that he will be filing he said he was working on paperwork, right? That was the live stream he did. Then he went to his second live stream. I like going back a little bit to just put the story out there, so some people that are just joining from the middle somewhere, they would understand, so some people are not confused. So after JD did that first one, that he was filing paperwork on Facebook live stream for everybody to see in the world, even flashing the giant papers on the screen, talking about how much he doesn't like doing paperwork, how much all the lawyers he has worked with told him that he would be he would have been a fantastic lawyer if he had gone that route in life. So then the second live stream we saw was the one he came and told us that he had filed for restraining order against his ex-wife, and how she's going to be deported, how she's going to go to jail, and every evil thing that was going to happen to Kale, right? Then on that particular live stream, he also said something. He said, now she will not be able to talk about me anymore. I'm going to go back to creating my educational content, and she will probably go back to shaking her ass. Exactly how he said it. One will be thinking that by now, JD would have been pumping out, educational content, chiropractor related stuff and whatnot. JD came out this morning, and JD was talking about, well, I saw it this morning, but American time, probably it was in the night when we were sleeping over here in Europe. So JD started that scammers alert, scammers alert. I'm like, why do people even need to hear this information? Even before he opened his mouth to start explaining whatever he wanted to say, I was just saying this to myself, like, why do people need to even hear this thing that you're here to talk about? And he said, oh, scam alert, how people, someone called him from American bank or whatever bank, and they wanted him to spend, told him that somebody withdrew $10,000. Like, this man just wants people to believe that he has $10,000 in his account. Wallahi. Wallahi. Like, this JD wants us to believe right now that he just has $10,000 sitting down in his account doing nothing. That somebody withdrew $10,000 from his account, and they want to confirm if it's him. So let him pay $10,000 into another account so they can use it to block the other one and all. And he said that didn't sit well with him. He decided he was going to go to find out. And in the chat, you could see people, his minions, were there chatting, following this bogus story. Really, do you know how many people in the world gets all these weird calls where people try to do stuff to them and they don't really come out to announce it to the whole world when they know it's a scam alert? It's a scam alert. Said he went to the bank and they said nothing like that happened, and then somebody was asking him in the chat. Trust me, a lot of comments were there. You know how it is in the live stream where people will be dropping comments and dropping comments. The one that he actually picked up to read was the one that someone said, "Tell me that that's Nigerians." And I'm like, Nigerians, we've suffered. We have suffered in the hands of this JD. Like, every single thing that JD does, he has to smuggle in the whole country into this. Everything he does, he brings in the whole nation to just try to portray all of these things that JD is doing is because of his ex-wife. All the stray bullet that Nigeria is receiving and all the citizens of Nigeria are receiving is because of one person that did not even offend him. Not as if we say, okay, this person offended you and you're angry and you're insulting all of us. This man said, and then when the person dropped the comment and he said, well, he cannot say that, but the person didn't have a Nigerian accent, and that the person spoke like a Caucasian, but he doesn't know, but he doesn't think that it was. And I'm like, that's the main reason why you came out to even speak about this thing that probably didn't even happen, is because you wanted to link your ex-wife to something and let them behead, then the whole Nigeria will take a shot. Like, that was the main thing. And two, you wanted people to think that you have a lot of money in your account, so people should not worry about you. Like, seriously? Goodness me. JD, that man will never stop. We're still waiting for his content we've not seen. The educational content that JD said he will be putting out, JD have not. But JD has done everything to make sure that he distracts everybody from the case of JD, from the case of Korra versus Crystal, aka Zoe. Mm-hmm. So I saw this and I'm like, oh, God bless the soul of this person that really went and pulled this up. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, mm. Okay, let's wait for it to open. So there's this page on Facebook. 15 hours ago is when this person posted this stuff. And if you notice, a lot of bloggers have already been saying this, that people should not be distracted because it is obvious what JD is doing. JD wants everybody to be on his case, talking about his case, and people will not pay attention. Remember, when Korra went to court, and the last hearing between she and Crystal, you could see in those court documents that Crystal, as at that time, had not been served. So that really bothered some people, like, is it that it's difficult to find her? Is she constantly changing her address? Is she hiding out somewhere that she doesn't want them to find her and serve her? And you know what that document said? If she's not found and served, okay, that might lead to them dropping or throwing out that case. So real people that really wanted this to see justice through in this case, because this is not even about Korra. This is about the kids. This is about those little children that are under 6. So it's not even something that you say, oh, I don't like Korra, or Korra don't dress properly, so for that reason I don't care. No, this is about children. This has everything to do with kids. Korra is not fighting her battle. It's the other court case, the other one that is coming, that JD filed. That is the one that is between JD and, you know, JD filing against Korra, that she needs to go, defend herself. But this is about the children. Instead of JD to come online and actually apologize for the nonsense, because Crystal already said it, that JD gave her the permission, Crystal, aka Zoe. So maybe sometimes you people will hear me say Zoe, sometimes you hear me say Crystal. It's the same person. So instead of JD to come out online and actually apologize, because there are some people that just watches him and they think that, oh, this man really loves his children. So tell me, which father would really love their children? And instead of them to, even if you wanted to file this bogus story, this bogus stuff, instead of you to wait until when your wife is done, your ex-wife, God forbid, which wife? Uh, when your ex-wife is done fighting for your own children, she's not fighting for herself, she's fighting for your children, okay, children that both of you had together. Instead of you to wait for that fight to be over, if you're really innocent, because I think that's what an innocent person, an innocent man would do, or woman. You understand? Wait for that fight to be won, for that case to be done in court, and then you can now go and file all this bogus nonsense. Well, no, JD wanted to distract everyone. So when people are no longer paying attention, he will be able to come out and lie that, oh, maybe Korra didn't go to court, or she was just making noise, how she did not use the money that people donated for GoFundMe for any fight, because people are now distracted and people are no longer following that particular story. And people are now focused on this his own bogus filing that he went to do. So that's exactly what JD did. But trust me, the news we're hearing now is that Crystal, aka Zoe, has been served. And that is a good news. And I'm like, wait, for all the people that are out there that your hearts have been beating very fast, I want your heart to calm down. Crystal, aka Zoe, the one that was treating those children like there's no tomorrow, like they didn't have anybody to fight for them because their father was selfish enough to actually say, you can do that because you're receiving gifts from this set of women. So you think that the best way to repay them is to send them photos and videos of your own children. When you're very much there, you could have taken a photo of your cucumber and send it to them, since most of them are fantasizing about you. So y'all can be there clowning on your WhatsApp group. But no, you had to bring in the kids, to use the kids as pawn to receive gifts from these old cargoes that don't have anything to do with their life. Other people are playing with their grandchildren, doing things, visiting their kids. Just do something with your life. This set of old cargoes, and some of them are even young cargoes. Some of them are young cargoes, but very confused people. So I just want y'all's minds to calm down, because we were like, wait, will she be able to find? Come on, the United States is big. So if somebody wants to hide, the person will be hiding very well. That's how many states they have? What, 50 states or something like that? So somebody wants to hide, the person will be hiding very well in the United States. So yes, one can understand the worry that was in a lot of people's mind, because wait, will she be able to do this before the set date? Um, so I was super, super excited that this is done. So one is down. So right now, buckle up, grab your popcorn, because the drama is about to start. One thing that I know with the kind of person that Crystal is, if she notices that she's going down, this woman will sing like a bird. And this woman will implicate a lot of people. As for him, when I say him, it's JD I'm talking about. That one is already implicated from the beginning when they started, even when Korra, I've not even mentioned court. Right from when social media people, because people on social media saw those videos before Korra and her family members saw it. Right from that time that people saw it, and it didn't sit well with a lot of people that saw it, and they started complaining and dragging her, like, why would you behave like that? Why would you do something like that? Right from that time was when this woman came out so quick to say, look, I just did not do this by myself. He gave me the go ahead to do this. So what do you think will happen now that they've served her? So it is official. She's officially served. Crystal is officially served, okay, for the case between she and Korra Obidi. Okay, Korra Obidi versus Crystal. It is served. Okay, that's give me a second. All right, so that's one thing I want y'all to know. So on that one, that's where everybody should flash their flashlight. Put your flashlight over there, and let's see how this will play out. All of these other women that are out there running their mouth, doing the most, forgetting that they were also part of that WhatsApp group. So somehow, as Crystal will start confessing, or whatever she's going to do when she gets to court in August, remember that she's going to implicate these women. If we have to work with what's the other, Kim said. Remember in Kim's interview, Kim had mentioned that they were about 100, over 100 or something like that. So even if we're not working with, because all of them they lie, you cannot their word their word is not something that someone can hold. But the point I'm trying to make is, even if they're not up to 100, they are many. At least we know that from what Kim has said. There are many in that WhatsApp group. So all of them that saw it, all of them that saved it, those that now shared it with someone else, thinking it was funny or it was whatever, like, some people just want to meet people online, and they want to get into your private life and your private business, and that's when they start feeling comfortable. So these people might have shared it to some other people to also watch. Oh, look how Korra's ex is living with the children, or this, yeah, and all of these people need to answer. So right now is still Korra versus Crystal, but we don't know what Crystal's confession on the stand will be, because we know what her confession on social media is. And I believe at this point, Korra's lawyers, y'all, mentioning Korra's lawyers, y'all keep praying for those those people. May God give them the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, and everything they need to fight and win this battle. All of it. All of these cases. All of these cases. I pray that they are badass lawyers. I pray that they are so good at their games that people can't even believe how they win their cases. Like they should be that good that they always shock people. Their record should be one that when you see you like, whoa. So y'all keep praying for those lawyers because all of the prayers will be needed. So I hope that at this point they already have those confessions that she made online then, confessing that JD gave her the go ahead. We did not see any video anywhere where JD pulled up and said, well, I had one of my friends, and he keep referring to her as nanny, not friend actually, even though she's a total stranger he met online and invited into the life of his children. Okay, he keeps referring to her as a nanny, but he never addressed that situation. JD never ever came out. The only thing he came out and spoke was something totally different, not exactly what people were expecting him to say. JD never came out to say, well, I saw that, I heard, or he's always pretending that he doesn't know what's going on, lying all the time. But JD never came out to say, well, I heard that my nanny distributed certain photos. Well, and now I'm hearing that my nanny is telling you people that I gave her the go ahead. I didn't do that. JD never said that, even though this woman came on Facebook and announced it to, I don't know how many followers she has, bloggers carried it, talked about it. So there's no way JD didn't see it, because JD addressed the other part of the same case, which was the part where people were saying, how dare you bring in someone, a woman with a criminal record. So JD did not come out to debunk if Crystal was lying or Crystal was telling the truth when Crystal made that statement. But JD came out to debunk that people are lying, that this the same woman has criminal record, that he has done his digging, he has done his investigation, he has contacted FBI, and FBI said those photos were AI generated photos. They were not real photos of Crystal. Then we saw Crystal's son coming to confirm that the mother has been to jail, she's been to prison, and anything else in between, confirming that. And then also, when she started fighting with the Kim and the rest of them, those women they were all in the same group, remember, they went and they brought out her criminal records from the state of Pennsylvania. Did JD come out to debunk and say, oh, well, maybe I didn't do a proper digging and I did not find this, I don't know how people got this out? Because there's no way you're going to look at that document and say it's false, because you yourself, you can still go to their website, follow the processes that they've laid down, and you can lay your hand on those documents also. Okay, so all of these things, JD did not do anything. When Korra contacted JD, asking JD about the situation, instead of JD to admit, knowing fully well that he was the one that gave the woman the go ahead, instead of JD to admit that, yes, I know about it, but I really didn't ask her to do it that way, pride will not allow this man to do simple things. Just pride will not. JD pretended he didn't know anything, telling her, I will get back to you, until the hour we're sitting here and talking about this whole thing. JD never did. And now it has landed them where it has landed them. JD himself knows that it is going down, because even that video where he made these statements, I hope Korra's lawyers already have those videos. Okay? Because that is him lying clearly, like comfortably lying, and even involving the FBI in his lies. You're welcome, Yo-Yo's world. Get ready, Yo-Yo. Get ready, get ready, get ready. You're welcome. That's a barrister Yo-Yo in the building. So JD never thought that he should come in and actually explain the truth. At least for once, be truthful. For once, say, oh, okay. You can even call it a mistake. Say, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. I brought this woman in. She took those videos. Well, I didn't think anything was wrong, even though in his court papers that he has filed, he has said, oh, how Korra treats the children, how Korra this, Korra will scream, Korra will that. But then his own friend and so-called nanny was treating his children that way. He did not see anything wrong with how she treated his children. Okay. And he even allowed her and gave her the go ahead to share those videos to their private WhatsApp group with how many people in there. If we work with Kim's number, Kim said there are about 100, over 100 in there. So all of these total strangers that you met online that you do not know, but because of you all have a common enemy, you're all ganged up together and you receive stuffs like this, and it is okay by you because in your own mind, JD's own mind, oh, I'm punishing my ex, so I'm going to do whatever. If I have to throw my kids under the bus to get that punishment, that's what I'm going to do. I really don't care at this point. I will do whatever I want to do, and I feel like JD is doing the most to try to protect Kim instead of protecting his own children. Hence, we saw this whole filing and whatnot. So let's read what this blogger shared. So this blog on Facebook said, "Keeping It Real 2.0." That's the person that posted the document where I saw it. But I believe other people will be pulling it up too. So it depends on how many bloggers you're following. And when I mean bloggers that covers this Korra, obidi versus JD's case also. So yeah, so even this blogger, like I just know how a lot of people can actually see this story or see this whole thing, and they can understand what JD is trying to do. So yeah, this person posted. Person said, "Well, say well, like help actually, The person said help. Zoe has been officially served, so we are awaiting hearing in June. So in June is JD versus Korra. That's the one that is going down in June. So you see how JD wants to do everything he can to distract Korra and her lawyers. Instead of Korra and her lawyers to be focusing on building a very good case against Crystal come August, this man went in and smuggled his own case, and now this month of June, that's what they will be focusing on: getting evidence, building a case, and everything else that lawyers do, to win their cases. That is what they're going to be doing now for the month of June. So I just pray that at this point, they already have a lot. And I love the fact that so many things are there on social media. So with the social media, they will be able to find and get all the information that they need to build a good case for both of this case. But it is obvious what JD is doing, because JD had all the time in the world to file whatever JD wanted to file, but he did not do it. He waited until, remember how he was so excited, how he was laughing, ha ha ha, ha when Korra missed that first court date about the same case. I don't think JD thought she was going to refile. He never expected that she would refile. He never thought that she would take it as serious as. That's the thing. But when you keep poking somebody, you will poke the person up to the extent where the person will pop like a balloon, and whatever comes out of that popping, it's going to land on your head, and you will receive the full force of the impact. And that's exactly what is happening. That's exactly what we see at play right now. This man keeps poking at this woman, up to the extent that the woman had to come out in public to ask for funds to fight this problem, because she knows that in the next 18 years it will not end. So because JD was not expecting this, now that he saw that, oh, she did pull up this second time, she made sure she pulled up in court and she did what she had to do. And the next thing they said was to get Crystal and serve Crystal. I was just going to say Crystal should be found, because it's difficult to find somebody. First, they have to look for the address of this person. Okay. Okay. Okay, but you do that in the evening, right? Okay, just let me know when you're going live. So JD just felt so comfortable. Hence, he wanted people to go back to collect back their GoFundMe money and everything else in between. But when he saw that, well, we are now at the point where they have to look for Crystal and serve Crystal. And he knows because the ex-wife already announced that uh, she, uh, she has two lawyers on a retainer. So it started dawning on JD. I believe in his quiet moment, he just started thinking, what if? All the what if that was just coming through his mind was just unbearable for him. And he decided, why don't I make a fast one? And who knows what Zoe has on him? Who knows what she has on him? Because I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one that was pushing him behind the scene to go and file this stuff to distract Korra and her lawyers. Anything to distract them so they will not build a good case against her. Because he also knows that if this woman is going down, he too he's going to get a punishment from it, because he actually said to this woman, you can go ahead and post those things according to this woman's word, allegedly. So come June, the Korra Obidi, Justin Dean versus Korra Obidi is in June. And then in August is Korra Obidi versus this Zoe, aka Crystal. It is going down. It is going down. But that, that's why JD filed this very bogus stuff. But a lot of those stuffs will be thrown out because those things don't hold water. And it seemed like some of the things he filed again, he has filed before. So let's watch out how this will play out. And for all those his gang members that are celebrating, dragging Nancy, dragging Korra Obidi, dragging Korra Obidi's father. Korra Obidi posted to her, what is it called? Posted to her channel, her page, that her father was going to Canada because her brother was graduating. She said, I think she titled it, Obi goes to Canada. Come and see JD's bloggers. They've started. Or how they are lying, how their father is not going anywhere, how this is not a graduation party, how this the graduation gown that Korobidi's brother was wearing is from a different university that graduated at so date, that they are pulling up old photos to pretend that something new happened. How is it your business? JD and his gang members will do everything they can to paint Korra Obidi and her family members to look like liars, to look like people that cannot be trusted. Okay, even if it's something old and somebody decided they want to pull up their old photos of when they graduated or when they achieved something, in their life, and they decided, even Facebook, when you post things after some years, Facebook will remind you on your birthday. Facebook will remind you. So does that mean that because you celebrated your birthday last year, you will not celebrate this year? Facebook will still remind you your birthday is on so day. They will tell you on so day you posted this memory. That's why you see people will reshare 10 years ago on Facebook, 5 years ago, 7 years. So why is it the problem that these family are living their life, doing their thing, and JD's cohorts are still in there doing the most? Doing the most. But I'm looking at these same people that are doing the most. They are all tied to this particular case that we're discussing. Because I will tell you what, like Lady L in the UK, Madam Big Mouth. Remember, she made a statement when JD came out and lied, because JD had called her a scammer. I think it was a few weeks. Wait, let me see. Because JD talks a lot. I think JD had called her a scammer before he came out again to speak about this Crystal case, when he said he spoke with the FBI. So because she was angry at JD, like it was not long ago, I don't know if it was the same week or 1 week difference. Do you understand? This woman came out on her Facebook and she made this statement. Remember, she is JD's #1 blogger in tarnishing the image of Korra Obidi and that of her family. Even her dead mother, Korra Obidi's late mom, is not even exempted from all this nonsense. Okay, like this blogger is doing. She's doing the job that JD gave to her. She's doing it to the teeth. So this woman came out and said JD lied, because he pained her that JD called her a scammer, because that's the title that JD had given to Korra Obidi, and she loved it. This Madam Longmouth loved it. But when the same spoon that he used to dish to his ex-wife, he used that same spoon to dish to this his blogger that used to be his favorite blogger until they had money issues, she came out screaming how JD lied. That JD, because a lot of people only thought this woman went to, because from what they said is what, East Coast to West Coast to South Coast to North Coast, like it's just far. Where this woman stays to where JD stays is very far. But this woman was able to get there. And people were thinking this woman went once to go watch over JD's kids when she filmed those videos and did all this nonsense that has landed her in court now with Korra. This JD's blogger, who happens to be an Inakaku's member of their cabal, came out and said JD lied, that it was not only once that Crystal went to his house, that it was twice that she knows of. Another one of his inner cabal member that he was insulting, which is Miriam, Madam MIA, that one too confirmed that this woman, so these people knew, but they sat on all of these informations. They saw those. There's no way anybody's going to tell me that Madam Longmouth and Madam MIA and the rest of them in that WhatsApp group, all 100 of them, as Kim Baker, which is also an Inakaku's member of theirs, confirmed. But she said and this woman, this Madam Longmouth, even took it a step further by revealing, this is the thing, when they are angry, they think they're insulting somebody, they say things that will also implicate them. So it means you have information, So if there's a way that case will go in court, maybe you will be called to come and testify because you said it on your Facebook, free of charge. She said that on the second time this woman went to watch over JD's kids, this is the same woman that treated his kids like that when he went that second time that JD went out to drink, it's not as if he had any important thing to go and do or whatnot, that JD had gone out to drink. And remember, there's another blog, that person's page, I just saw it and I didn't follow, so I don't know the blogger, or else I would have gone to pull the person's page again. But I've only seen YouTube. Welcome, Ron M. Welcome. Say hi. Finally, I caught you live, right? This is my life, that the timing is always whenever I have the time. I just hope sometime in the future I'll be able to, that's what we pray, that we're able to build this channel to a place where we'll be able to get a particular time where we go live. So everybody will just know that so time, so they will go in live. Welcome, Ron M. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Sheba said, and these same ones has called him a liar, a user, and a manipulator. Spot on, Sheba. Spot on. You are so correct. That's exactly what she said. So you saw that live stream. Thank you very much, Oyoyo's World. Thank you very much. This same person called him a liar, a manipulator, and a user. She was even warning somebody else that she didn't like. That it's not that she likes the person, no, but she was just warning the person to stay away, or the person will learn the hard way. Those were the words of this woman, and this woman shed light. And what that woman said, why I believed what she said, because remember I said these they can lie, all of them, they're good liars. All of JD and the 100 women he has in his camp, all of them are lie set of people, liars, lie nusumba. Yeah. So another blogger was actually just sitting down and chatting. I don't know what that blogger saw. I don't know if that person is a content creator or something. I'm just doing it because I saw it on Facebook, so I'm just calling that person a blogger too. So the person was sitting down. I remember in the person's room, or like on a bed or on a chair. Like, this person was sitting with somebody else, and somebody was sitting, and the person was asking the person a question, and the person said yes, that they saw JD. So somebody is confirming that they saw JD, and this one is saying on the other time JD went out to drink and he was wasted. And this other person online was saying they saw JD, that JD was wasted. And this other person was a male that was making that statement on Facebook. So all of these things are there on Facebook. So I believe that Korra's lawyers, if they do a good search, they will get all of the information they need. So it simply means that these 100, I mean, I'm saying 100 because it's an inner caucus member, Kim Baker, that said they are up to 100 in that their private WhatsApp group. So all 100 of them are aware of all of these things, that this man was bringing somebody from East Coast, be West Coast, to the other coast to watch over his children. A total stranger. The woman behaved the way the woman behaved. Did those videos, video your empty refrigerator, and did everything that woman did. You still brought her back the second time. Miriam confirmed it, because Miriam too, I don't know what is the beef between Miriam and this Crystal and Kim, because she also referenced them when she on the video where she was swearing for, she was placing curses on JD, where she said she removed her gray hair, she removed her white hair on her head, and she used it to place curse on JD. On that video, she, oh no. Oh no, my family is here. They're gonna start making noise. Let me see what and what we can get at the drama. Huh. Is the door closed? All right, so let's take some comments. Sorry for the noise. I have my families. They're pulling in. They're pulling in, pulling in. So right now I'm no longer alone. So please pardon any side noise that you will be hearing. Okay. Let's keep working hard to grow the platform, so we get to the point where we will have an office where we just go to our office and work with everything. But yeah, we're gonna get there someday. Anyways, but let's do this. So please pardon all the noise you hear. So Sheba said they have exposed themselves. They have exposed themselves. Oh my God. They were working for JD, but who's the blogger that JD claimed will testify on his behalf that Korra has bloggers working for her? It has to be, this is number one blogger. Now, this one that called him a liar, is that not his number one blogger? That one is his number one blogger, because if you notice, that's why I was saying that people should not trust these people, because there's something up with these women. Even these ones that Madam MIA, Madam Longmouth. Why am I adding Madam to that one? I'm just adding Madam to MIA because she's an older person. Mrs. Longmouth and Madam MIA and the rest of them, they fought with this man. This man have come out to insult them. But if you notice their posts and the kind of things they post on Facebook and everything, they are still fighting Korra. They are still twisting the talk to favor JD and not saying the truth, because if these people will come out and say the truth, he will be in a big problem. So if he has ever said anybody will testify, it has to be this one, because it's this one that claims that she knows Korra and Korra's family from Adams, from the beginning of time. So it has to be this particular blogger. Absolutely. Ron M said that phone call with the Canadian blogger Flora is enough to prove his bad intentions towards Korra. When he gave her Korra's phone number, breaking the RO. Absolutely, absolutely that, and I feel like they should get that woman to even bring more. Well, I don't know with that, the laws. I just hope that they have some laws where when they know, because these are children we're talking about. This bloggers like that should be what's the word again? Should be, is this subpoena or something, to for them to turn on all the documents they have, recording, phone chat and everything, to Korra's lawyers, so they can use those things in court. They can use them as evidence in court, because I believe that bloggers like that and other bloggers that we probably don't even know about, they have a lot They have a lot on him, and that was really telling. That Canadian blogger, that was telling, and I don't even believe that that was the only conversation that they had. I don't think so. You understand? Let me see. Which, okay, wait. Sheba said, yet she's sending JD paperwork evidence that she herself said she has plenty of. Exactly, this Madam MIA, yeah, that woman, she as in, all of them, not just only her, they are very terrible people, very terrible people. Seriously. Let's read some more comments. And Ron M said the blogger are working for Korra. None. I do not trust Kim. Oh, not anybody that's trusting Kim. You're trusting Kim on your on your own risk. You know, when they say car parked at owner's risk, that's what you're doing. If you're trusting Kim at your own risk, because your heart will be broken into 10,000 pieces, and it will not be able to. You will not be able to fix it. It's going to be a case of Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the kings fell and all the kings could not put Humpty Dumpty back again. So please guard your heart, guard your thoughts, guard your feelings, guard your everything, because anybody that has ever been associated with this man is not someone that you can trust. If they tell you good morning, look at your wristwatch. If you don't have a wristwatch, run to the next door where you can find somebody with a wall clock and check what the time says. They can no single truth. They are manipulators. One thing they are good at, which is something that he's also good at, they will use every situation to their own advantage. But in the process of them doing that, they will try to paint it to look like they are actually helping you. They are trying to do you a favor, so that society, everybody on social media, everybody online that watches them or would accidentally come across will say, wow, you're such a good person. Go to Kim's YouTube and see the comments. Oh, thank you so much, Kim, for helping Korra. Who told you that Kim is helping Korra? Yeah. Let Korra or Nancy let their guard down. Now there you go, see, say Satan, they punish them. Write it down somewhere that I said it today. Let Korra won't actually, because she already said it, that she's been trying to contact Korra, and I hope it remains that way. Continue to ignore them. The same way Korra ignored Miriam, and Miriam became the agent of darkness for JD. The same thing is actually happening with this one now that is trying to smuggle herself, this Kim, smuggle herself into Korra, their camp, to start getting information. If they will ever let their guards down and give Kim anything, Kim will use it against them. That's what these people are good at. When some people are miserable in their life, they look for all the people around them to pull down with them. They don't want to go to hell alone. You need to put it somewhere, but it can't. You want to put it on the chair? There. Here. Yeah, give me a minute. Oh. Sorry, multitasking. So anybody that is trusting that one, you're trusting that one at your own risk. Don't do that. Don't. Because the way that woman was quick to go and put Korra on a billboard, that tells you something. Is that not the same thing she did when they said she took $10,000? Who is paying $10,000 for a total stranger that you just met and you've not even evaluated what the story the person is telling you to know if it's true? You're paying $10,000 out of pocket. How much do you earn? Does that woman look like someone that earns over, let's say, over $200,000 a year or so, where she's pulling up $10,000 and paying for somebody's and this thing, private investigator, PI. So what? Let's see Sheba's comments. Sheba said, but his number one blogger never was on Korra's side. JD said that this blogger had a falling out with Korra and is willing to testify. Who's the blogger who fell out with Korra? We've never seen any blogger. Did anybody? I've never seen. If anybody have seen, let us know so we can go check out that blogger. These people, they lie a lot, because he has bloggers. He's always in blog, jumping from one blog to the other. When you go to Nigerian blogs, you will see this man commenting everywhere. Anywhere they speak about him, he's there commenting. Anywhere, until people used to scream like, "Can you rest? Can you rest? You're everywhere." So because that's what he does, I feel like these people that they will do something because that's something that they do. They just think that everybody's doing the same thing. So I guess that's why he's coming up with that story of, oh, the person is willing to testify. Oh, now there is court case now. Let us see the blogger that will be bold to go stand there to testify. As for him, ha ha ha, hey, hey. In Greek, they say yemato is full, like it is full. Evidence, it is full. It is fact. It is full. You never see anything. Body go tell him when that time come. Don't worry. Let him be there talking about people that will testify. Let them come and testify. Let him bring his 101 women to come and testify. Ron M said he's basically trying to claim Korra is paying bloggers. That's not true. They are doing it for free because they feel sorry for her. If you even notice from the beginning, people weren't even talking so much about this their thing. When the news came out, blogs just spoke about it and left it at that. But the way this man just kept going, it got to a point where people now started saying, "Are you going to rest?" So if a blogger or somebody decides to become a blogger overnight and start blogging and posting stuffs about Korra, he comes out and tells you that the person Korra paid the person for the person to start talking. Any single person that speaks about this Korra thing, then the next thing he did was to accuse the whole Nigeria that Nigerians are supporting their own because Korra is a Nigerian. That's why we're supporting Korra. But those Nigerian women that he has in his camp that keeps insulting Korra, insulting Korra's dead mom, insulting Korra's father, doing the most. He has never come out to give them credit to say, "Oh, these are Nigerians that don't support Korra." But he only looks at the ones that will say, "But JD, looks like this story you told us is not straight." You're able to look at what this man is telling and what he's doing, and you're able to tell that there is more to what this man is telling us than what we see. You understand? So most definitely, why would she need to go and pay this thing when she already knows that he will dig himself into a pit? This is someone she has lived with. She knows that he's going to do things that even if at the beginning people will see her as the bad one, she knows that as time goes on, because of his kind of person, because of the way he behaves, he thinks he's Mr. Right. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks he can outsmart everybody. He thinks he's better than Albert Einstein and everybody, all the wise men put together. So for that reason, he will come out and just say and do anything. But she knows that later on, people will slowly catch up to his lies because he will keep implicating himself in things and people will find out. So she doesn't even need to go pay anybody to help her do that job. He will do it for her free of charge. And he's been doing it because even with their story, his story keeps changing. He keeps adding and adding and adding. And when you ask him, he did say, I just didn't want to say this one because I didn't want to tarnish her image then. His stories are never straight. Seriously. Ron M said, Laurie tried to get on Cora's side, but Cora paid the dust. That one, it's too late. Whatever she does, it's too late. And I feel like JD and the other women, they got a lot of stuff on that woman too. So that woman will not do it. Okay. Oh, sorry, I have to move like that with my little one here. They're going. Uh, all right. Sorry, sorry for that. So he will always said Lolly tried to get on Korra's good side. She will never, she can only fool herself. So Kim was never working for Korra. She herself said she's trying to reach Korra to send her a thumb drive, to no avail. She's been doing that even on her I think she was live yesterday. I didn't see. So let's say one of the live streams she did this week, because today is Friday, right? One of the live streams she did, maybe 2 3 days ago, she was still repeating that same statement when someone asked about it, and she was still repeating the same statement. I'm like, oh, from when you went to the interview on Amira's channel until now, we're still hearing that you're still looking for a way to send that stuff. I'm like, I've already said it. If me personally, I already know what that woman is trying to do. Curry favor, get people to send her money, because she too, she has a court case. I don't know who she's taking to court, whether it's she and Zoe, or is she and who, another person in that group. So she wants people to start donating and whatnot. So of course she knows that when once she comes in with this, oh, first, oh, jeez. Sorry, when you have family around, it's hard to do the stream without interruption. So please pardon me for all the interruptions. That I pray that someday we get there where we have our own office and we can just sit and just be able to live stream, like do this full time. But we will get there. We will. We just keep pushing and keep working hard. Um, yeah, so Kim knows what she's doing. Kim knows what she's doing. Kim will keep saying that story for as long as she can, because even on that interview, Kim was not bold enough to tell the truth. The first thing is for you to go put somebody on a billboard, somebody that you've taunted for as long as. All right, so Sheba said, I'm asking because I remember when all this freshly started, there was a blogger who said Korra contacted her or something to that effect, and Korra blasted her on her life. Nancy too. Read, I wish you could remember the blogger's name. So we check the blogger out so we'll know. I think I didn't see that, because at some point I stopped following this story because I thought everything would just go away. After that they were already divorced. After that divorce, it's official. I just slowed down and I wasn't following. Ode? Alone. It would be really nice to see that blogger. Seriously. Rana said, no, do not. I said, no, do not. Do not ignore. Use her to have the lawyer send her a subpoena. Kim is in court with Crystal. Oh, Kim is in because she didn't mention the person's name. I was suspecting it was Crystal because of some of the things she said on that interview. Oh God, you see how people receive their punishment when you will see the truth and you don't want to say the truth. When you see the truth, you want to say something else. Oh God, let me get some water to drink. So when you see the truth, you don't want to say the truth. So now she's ending up in court with one of their plotters. All of them, one after the other, it is going to happen. One after the other, we're all going to see it. And then those people that were thinking that some people were just talking will finally understand that people were not just talking. It was obvious what was going on. JD will use them and dump them. When they end up in court, JD will go and hide. That's what he's going to do. It's a shame. Wow. That's where I get the info. Ha ha ha. So she's in court with Crystal. She might be mad because they called CPS to get her daughter taken away. Let the lawyer get the info. She doesn't want to send that information. If she wanted to, for a case that is going to court in August already. Now today we're hearing that Crystal have been served, and she's still holding on to that stuff. Even on that interview, Mera told her that, but Korra's lawyers. And she wanted to lie, and Amira said that their names are the lawyer's name is on the court document, and that was true. If you go back online and check that court document, you will see that Korra's lawyer's name is there. And that also brings me to when people were saying Korra didn't hire any lawyer, that Korra lied. I was waiting to see those people's comments after those documents were posted online, where you could see Korra's lawyer's name. Okay. And then, of which we will now notice with this other case now, when it's time for those documents to be made public, you will now see the lawyer again, because Korra said she had 2 lawyers on a retainer. So, and we know what the lawyers will be fighting. Okay. Now, this woman does not like Crystal. Why is she wasting time in contacting Korra's lawyers and sending that information? Even if you're claiming that you're afraid that the what is it called, the information will be lost, you already have it. You can duplicate it. You can make it into multiple copies. Still keep the ones you will keep, and make sure that you send one to her lawyer. You don't even need to be in contact. Hello, Korra, good morning. How are you doing today? I have information I want to give to you. All of those things are not necessary. You want to correct your wrongs, send those documents. But I believe she will not, because she knows that in those documents, she will implicate herself too. Seriously. Because she came out and told us, oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. But then when Miriam came out, was telling another part of the story, both of them were busy accusing each other. Sheba said, Ron M. Lolo uh wasn't trying to be on Korra's side. She was trying to get Korra's fans on her side. Her view was going down, down. That's what is that not what they all do? That's what they do now. When they pull out, when they have, let me not say pull out, because they've not pulled out from him. When they have issues with him and they try to distance themselves a little bit, they start looking for, because most of their fans, that because they take side with him, people that watches him watches them. So they will not put themselves somewhere in the middle to deceive people, to make you think that, oh, this person have actually repented, this person regrets their actions, that this person regrets their actions. That's why they are now in the middle. They're not taking sides. They're no longer dragging Korra. But don't worry, give them few weeks, few months into it, you will see them going back to their old bad behavior, which is their normal behavior, which is their real personality of being mean. Onanem said, Sheva, the name of Korra's lawyer is public knowledge. Yes, it is. It is on that document. She can send it to the lawyer. She will not until they cut her some good deal. Good deal, good deal, good deal. Then that document will go in. Because remember, I believe that some of the stuff that are in there will also implicate her, Kim. Forget what she was saying on that interview. Oh, I can post the chat. Why did you not post it? The same thing Miriam said. If you dare me, I will post the chat. Why did they not post those their private chats? Let us see what you said. No, they don't want to because they've been plotting. Remember, she was in charge of the CPS case. Is this man not filing another a full custody? So looking at it, Kim and Miriam are still the ones that has actually put Korra in this hot mess of 2024 now that JD is asking that they give him full custody and give Korra supervised visitation with the kids. Who built that case? Miriam. Who built that case file? Collected evidence? Miriam. Who was liaisoning with the Bisin? Kim. Come 2020 and 2024, this man is asking for evidence. Do you think these people behind the scene did not send evidence? Who brought the police to Korra's home? These two people, Kim and Miriam. They were the ones that started up that bogus story that Korra and LA mom was involved in trafficking, child trafficking. That made Justin to go and call the police to go to Korra's home. So people did, if we were talking about, you know how in a group or in an organization, how everybody have what they do in order for that of organization to work properly. That's how these people are in this their cult, in this their gang where they commit havoc. Everybody have their role. The same way that you wake up, you take a shower, you go to your place of work, you have the security that mans the gate, you have the cleaner, you have the different people in different offices doing different job, you have the MD, you have marketing manager, you have everything. That's how they are too in this their group. You're welcome, Jesse Inez from Australia, huh? Okay, I remember you mentioned it just yesterday. Welcome, welcome. So you can actually see that in this organization, one like this Miriam, Lolo, Frida, Kim, and Crystal. These people had a major role to play. So the building of and collecting of evidence and storing of evidence, is that not the job of Kim? So if Kim thought she had turned back, is that not the first thing she was supposed to do instead of going to put Korra Obidi on a billboard? If Korra Obidi's fans, real fans, want to put Korra on a billboard, you think they cannot do it by themselves? But just for, oh, the world, see me, I'm doing something good for Korra. I'm not a bad person. The main thing that you should have done that will make people to even look at you and say, okay, not me though. Even if she sends in that file, I still will not look at her with any different eyes. Do you understand? Okay. Sheba said it's been over a week now. Maybe she has. You say over a week? I'm telling you that Kim was live on YouTube this week. Go to our YouTube channel now. I saw that live stream because I remember I was coming from the gym back home, and as I entered, I always like to check my YouTube to see I see people that are posting videos if I need to catch up on content, And when I opened my YouTube, it was her live stream that was up there. She was live, so I just clicked in and I was listening to her a little bit. And someone brought up the conversation because she was randomly talking about other things, and what was also trying to encourage Korra's fans that they should not be afraid that Korra has got that there's a lot of evidence against JD that he will not win. She was just trying to encourage people. on that, and then somebody brought up that statement asking her if she has sent the stuff over to Korra or to Nancy, and then she was still saying she will, and trying to explain that same, same excuse, you know. Um, mm-hmm. So, in as much as things happened the way they did, I'm glad, God, uh, God had his hand in it. See, Kim had to be a part of this. She had to infiltrate their camp to expose them. Korra's drummer. Sheba, you think that the same thing she did to them, she cannot do to Korra? If she's in contact with Nancy, all you should be praying for is that Nancy will not go and talk more than her mouth, because sometimes Korra and Nancy, they have that problem of talking too much. For example, some of the things that Korra Obidi said on that her podcast interview shouldn't have been said. So I just hope that Nancy too will not go and talk past her mouth, because it's like sometimes both of them, they are good at misyanning. You talk and talk and talk, and they give too much information. So this woman can still do the same thing. A green snake is a green snake. No matter what you do, a leopard will not change its spot. So she's what she is. You understand? Maybe she too, she's in there trying to collect enough evidence to go and give to. She's playing both sides. There are people that are good at such games. They will play both sides to see where they can benefit more. Because now she also needs donation for her court case. So why not roll over to Cora's side so people feel sorry for her and start donating for her? Ron M said JD asked that same for full custody in the last 4 arrows he filed, because it was Kim and this person now that were feeding him with all this bogus story about how Korra wants to run to Nigeria. How did Kim know that if you go to Mexico, from Mexico you can fly to Nigeria without a passport for the child? That Kim is a very dangerous woman. I'm telling you people. That woman, ah, you trust her, you're trusting her on your own. Seriously, that woman cannot be trusted, because I don't see how you can be a mother and you're in charge of building CPS case against somebody else that didn't do anything to you. Somebody else that you clearly confirmed that you don't know the person. You just saw their case on social media. You started taking side with the one that looks like you to take off the children. Now that they called CPS only one time on her own child, now she has to come and tell us that she has a disabled child, and we're supposed to feel sorry. No, we don't. Sheba said, can't keep submit her evidence to the FBI too. Sheba, I think it's easier to just send that thing to Cora's lawyers. Seriously, before you go and find the FBI, she will go and file, send to FBI. And then they will now find the trafficking case that she accused the Cora and LA mom. And the FBI will now arrest her, right? It will not be federal crime. You think Kim is not thinking, huh? Shit. Ines is Trinidad. Who said they were from Australia yesterday? Okay, Jesse Ines is from Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, because I two people yesterday, Trinidad and Tobago and Australia. I remember, but I don't remember the other person that said the person who joined from this in Australia. So Sheba said, yes, they say yes, they did, and they have it all recorded on live video. Yo, she was then. So she still haven't submitted those evidence. Oh my. Oh well, from that live stream is you see him. You know that there's sometimes people don't like to subscribe to some YouTube channels, but me, I listen to them, because when you listen to them, that's how you get your evidence. When you speak about them, you're not just speaking from a second-hand information. Like I was on that her live stream when she was talking about this stuff and whatnot. She was just more in the encouraging of the fans of Korra not to worry, that there's enough evidence. But let's hope that let's hope this today is Friday. Let's hope that by now, because I don't remember if that live stream she did was on Monday or Tuesday, but People that know where she does that her coffee, morning coffee show would know. Yeah, so let's hope that from Monday to Friday, it's enough time to send the info over to Korra's lawyers. Mostly now that JD has also filed his own brouhaha. Cheba said she can do same. She should not be trusted. Nancy talks too much. I think there's a lot that should not have been mentioned, but there's a lot that should not be mentioned, but instead be filed in court. They just have to be very careful. They have to be very careful because when Kim had said, "Oh, I mail Nancy and I talk with Nancy," in my mind, why are you even talking with this person? Seriously, no matter what, I feel like if I was Cora's relative, like blood relative, like Nancy, and somebody is sending me a message and telling me, "Oh, I have information for your sister. I've emailed your sister. She's not responding to me." Simple. I'll just tell you, send the information to my email. Thank you very much. Anything else you're telling me outside of that, I'm not answering you. And because I believe that you should know that after you've treated my family member the way you've treated my family member, all the things that I know that you've done, that the email was out there that you were in charge of the CPS case to take away my nieces from my sister. I'm not smiling with you. Don't come in my email and be telling me good morning. If you just have any information you want to give me, give me. Your problem will be between you and God. It's God that will forgive you. It's God that will have any conversation. But me and you, we cannot be having any conversation. So I just hope that Nancy will do that. Because I noticed, because Miriam was another one that lies, but Miriam also was saying that Nancy told, although we're not sure, but Miriam too is insinuating that Nancy said some things to Kim, and I hope that's not true. You understand? Another thing again, remember, Kim also mentioned that when she wanted to do that billboard thing, she had to take permission to get Korra's photos. If Korra is not responding to email, who gave the permission? Nancy. Who said our family, we have forgiven you? Nancy. Nobody should be forgiving anybody on my behalf. For serious. I don't like this kind of nonsense. Don't be forgiving anybody on my behalf. Which one is my family have forgiven you? After the havoc you've caused, you've not even gone to rectify and try to see how you can remedy the harm you caused. My family have forgiven you. Who forgive you? Seriously. So I just hope Nancy will stay in one place, close her mouth before she will go and give this woman information that this woman will take and go and sell to JD, so she can make some money for her court. Anything is capable with these people. Mm. Okay, Yoyo's word is asking you, Sheba, that what did Nancy say? Me, the only thing I know that was said that Nancy said was from Miriam. So, and Miriam's words too, you cannot take it to the market. You cannot take it to the bank. You can't take it anywhere. So if we have to roll with what Miriam is saying that Nancy is alleging that Nancy is giving too much information to Kim Baker, knowing fully well that Kim Baker cannot be trusted. This is the word coming out from the mouth of another person that you cannot trust. But why I kind of just took a little bit from what Miriam said is because, remember, on Kim's interview, Kim said she had to take permission. If it's me, I wouldn't have allowed Kim to do that billboard thing. I'm just saying, if Korra was my family member, any member of that camp will never do something like that for her. I will not allow it. Leave it. Because you're not doing that thing Kim did. Kim didn't do it for Korra. Kim did it so people can praise her. Kim did it knowing fully well that somehow people would dig and try to find out who did it and give that person accolade. Praise that person. Oh, what a thoughtful person. What a this, what a that. And then the same way that she paid 10,000, if we have to believe her, the same way she paid $10,000 to what is he called? A private investigator to investigate Korra Obidi. And then later she pretended that she now turned around and started investigating Justin. These people are just in there for their own benefit. They're not there to look out for Justin or for Korra. They just want to use these people's situation to pretend that they are relevant in the society. What kind of a nurse will be in charge of trying to take somebody's child? Lady Money Rose, sorry, I'm reading the comments from the top. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Shema said, Shema said, I'm not saying that she shouldn't stand up for her sister. You must, but let it be done with wisdom. I think Nancy has learned, and Nancy is not talking anymore. But I just hope that behind the scene, this Kim is not going to try to get information from Nancy. So Nancy spill more than she should when she's angry. Okay. Yeah, so seriously, this is this whole thing and these people. Mm, uh, 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 Let me see. Let me pull up that stuff that way. Reading my own is one thing that I'm happy about is the fact that can you post something? Did I miss something? I'm seeing something here online. Wait. Mm, 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 mm. Are they complaining about something again? So the KO post something. Somebody said TSA, PSM. The person said those 6 pages of final custody order that KO posted are not DCFS documents. They are public documents from family court that are on Unicode. That can be downloaded by anyone. JD wasn't honest. Okay. Okay, so sorry for that short break. It was my little one screaming. I had to go outside to see. I thought she was screaming mommy, but she was actually screaming the name of her parrot. Okay, so let me see. We were checking something before the interruption. One thing I love is the fact that a lot of people can actually see through this. So I hope that before August, this woman would have sent all the information that is needed, because this June is the hearing for JD versus Kale. I can't wait to see how that is going to turn. That's going to turn out. Seriously, I can't wait. No. This is a conversation, Sheba. This is a conversation. Of course, people will say what they want to say. It doesn't have anything to do with loving someone less or not loving uh someone at all. Mm-mm. Tasha is still dodge. Leave Tasha K and that her mouth, oh, Tasha K, how old they are, body. Tasha K and Cardi B. A lot is going on. Seriously, I'm just waiting to see when it gets close to August, if this Crystal will turn those informations that she's got over. We will see how the whole thing is going to play out. All these other bloggers, Madam B, Longmouth, and the rest of them, I would love to see the penalty that all of them they're going to get. Seriously. Mm-hmm. So eyes on that matter. Eyes on that matter. Let me see if I can. Um. Let me see. So affidavit of service. Let's see. It says case, court, job, number, and it says electronically filed by Superior Court of California, uh, County of Los Angeles, and so 6/12/2024, 10:59 a.m. Plaintiff slash petitioner, Chukwu Fumnaya is the plaintiff slash petitioner. Then defendant slash correspondent is Hesketh, which is Crystal Hesketh. Okay, he said received by Harris Investigation LLC for the law office of Nigen Yamani. Okay, David W. Executive officer slash clerk of the court. Okay, so here it says, okay, so here it says, I, Dana L. Shoemaker, being duly sworn, deposed and says I am over the age of 18 years and not a party to this action, and that with the boundaries of the state where service this God, this is so small. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. Hold on. Okay, it says where was service was okay, where service was effected, I was authorized by law to make service of the document and inform said person of the content herein. Oh, little children. Oh, sorry for all the breaks. Okay, well, we okay, said the stage where the service was effected, I was authorized by the law to make service of the document and inform the said person of the content herein. Reading this document today. Go. I'm doing this thing to make money. You people should stop disturbing me now. You people stop interrupting me now. I beg. I'm in my office. All right, so back to what we're doing. So let's see, where were we? God, when you have family around, you just authorized of this service document inform the person of the content herein, and it says recipient's name and address, Crystal Hackett, the something is going on in the chat, like everything. I'm seriously, I'm not reading the chat now, but I will check the chat, but it seems like something is going on, so please, y'all, no fighting. Let's have a honest debate. If you say something and next person doesn't understand or somebody misunderstood you, please just clarify what you're saying. Okay, I will pull up the text messages. Like, I have my family people here coming in and out of the house. They're distracting me also, so let me just quickly see. This is the service of Crystal, so I just want everybody to know that yes, Crystal was served. So that's why I want us to read this affidavit of service. Okay, so it says recipient name slash address, Crystal Hesketh, and please it says Crystal Hesketh, and they blow out her address, and then it said manner of service, personal individual, personal slash individual, and it says June 9th, 2024 at 7:55 p.m. EDT. And document request, and then document, it says annex. Um, okay, so it says document request of civil harassment restraining order CH100, notice of court hearing CH109, response to request for civil harassment restraining order. How can I respond to a request of civil civil this? And then it says additional comment, harassment restraining order, proof of personal service. What is proof of personal service? And wanting, it says here, and then down is signed by the person and shows this of 2024. So yeah, it is going down. It is going down. Let me go up now and check the comment. I don't remember the last comment. Is it Oyoyo's comment where Oyoyo had asked this? Okay. Lady Saw said, good morning. I hope I don't want to miss any comment. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. Okay, okay. I'm not saying she's standing for her sister. Is not okay. Nancy spills too much. This one we've seen. Okay, my opinion that we've also seen. Sheba said, even you and me, see how you is making a fool of himself by making himself believe he's right and he's winning. um, and Oyoyo's word said, at Sheba, I'm also of the opinion that Nancy should talk less. I did one live stream about it. Yes, that's true. Oyoyo did a live stream where she was basically like, that was the main topic of that particular live stream. Now Nancy should talk less now, because Oyoyo is also a lawyer, so she understands how they roll when it comes to legal cases and things like that. So Oyoyo was of the opinion that once you've gotten a lawyer, you should talk less and allow your lawyers to go to work. So yeah. So that's that for that. And the next comment. You're welcome. I say it. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Oyo said, but where does Kim get her money for hiring a PI and doing a billboard, etc.? Yeah. Is that not a good question? I say it. Is that not a good question? Well, we know that nurses are being paid well, but we also have to put to consideration that she has a physically challenged child, right? According to her. So I want to believe that there's a lot she needs to do when she has to go to work and do. Maybe she needs to pay someone to take her. I don't know how she's doing that, but I just feel like you have things to do with $10,000 as a woman, married or unmarried, you know. And in this case, you have a child. I don't know if that's the only child she has, but that's the one that she spoke about because they mocked the child. And I think that's why she really even spoke about it. So how do you just come out and you're able to pull out $10,000 for a total stranger that you did not verify his story? You don't know them from anywhere. You don't know them from Adams. According to you, you were even turned off by him pulling Korra with her giant stomach in that big water bath thing when she was doing the water bath during her pregnancy, during when she was in labor. How do you pull out $10,000 to get private investigator for such a person? And now you have a court case. you are on Facebook posting anybody that wants to support me for my court case, please DM me. Please DM me so I can tell you where to send me that. If you've got so much money to throw around, you should have some money to pull up, when you need a lawyer. Or do you just throw out your money for irrelevant things? Then when relevant things come up, you now have to go to social media to ask for help. How her story is not adding up. This your question is a really good question. And who knows how much she paid for that billboard? Who knows how much? Well, we know that that billboard will not cost $500 or $1,000. So where is this woman getting all this money? I guess she's blackmailing these other people too, or something. Or she wants to tell us that she used her full salary for that month to put up billboard for somebody that you were asking CPS to collect her children from her. Sheba said, I understand. It's just that there are some stream you cannot go to and be yourself in the comments with respect, because the host will just block you or hide your comment. Well, Sheba, one thing that viewers need to understand is that everybody might be on the same app, but everybody have their own rules. And some people don't like when viewers do certain things. So one thing I always advise people is when you go to someone's stream and you don't know the person so much, maybe you just came across the person's channel because the person is talking about something, I'd advise that people watch first, try to see how that person conduct their stream, watch again, and then drop just comments that are related to the topic, but be light. If you're still new and you don't know the person yet, the more you get comfortable with the person, the more you understand. For example, there's no type of comment Oyoyo's word will drop on my live stream that I will not understand what she's saying or where she's coming from. So when you get to that point where there are people that I know, I say it pulls up here. I know the kind of things I say to say. Ron M pulls up, Royal D pulls up. I can pick some of the names. So, for example, these people, people when they comment, I know what they're saying. And if I feel like somebody misunderstand them, I can get them to explain and they will explain. So I think maybe the other live stream you went to, you said something and the person looked at you and like, who's this one that I don't even know? You understand? Maybe that's why the person hid your comment. And also, when people talk about certain topics, they don't like mentioning some people's names. So they will now come in and say, don't mention these people's names, because you know why? Sometimes when you mention these people's names, they are able to report your videos or do whatever. But when you use all those guy names for them, alias and whatnot, aka this one, that one, they will not be able to, because you cannot prove that that's your name. Is that your name? Is that your registered name? Is that your government name? Is that what you have on your driver's license? Is that what you have on your passport, international passport? So you have a case to defend yourself as a content creator. So you have to be careful also. So I think that's why. So if they hide your comment, just know the type of comment not to drop next time. I say it said, Shiva, I get you. I was blocked by Jade for making an innocent comment. Oh God. Jade is really passionate about this stuff. So about this Korra obidi thing. And one thing I always try to tell people is sometimes some of the stories you cover as a blogger, if you don't kind of uh, try to set your emotions aside, even though it is touching, and try to just present it the way you should present it, then it's going to weigh you down. There are certain stories that you see and you know that if it's going to bother you too much, just let it be. So I think because Jade is very passionate, you will hear Jade say, don't say certain things, don't say something. So I say it's sorry that you were blocked. Sorry that you were blocked from the channel. I think she misunderstood what you were trying to say. Because there are times that she starts from the beginning. Jade will tell you, I don't want anybody to say ABC on my live stream. Because sometimes I watch, I don't know where Jade is, like where Jade is based, But I think the time zone from mine too is kind of different. I don't know if she's in the US or she's in Canada, Australia, or somewhere there, but I think so. So I always watch her replay. So sometimes I just laugh. So I understand if you're saying you were blocked. Sorry for that. But Jade is a vibe. She's a good presenter. Sheba says, "Hey, I've missed some of your lives, but I will binge watch this week." Yes, so binge watching is good. Okay, that's that. If you love the content creator, that's the way to support the content creator. Because if you miss one or two videos or stream, just sit down and watch them. That tells YouTube that the person is doing something good, and YouTube pushes out the person's content. So that's another way to support a content creator that you enjoy their content on the platform. So thank you, Sheba, for bench watching. Thank you in advance for getting ready to bench watch Oyoyo's streams that you missed. Oyoyo's word said, as I said, good question about Kim. Exactly. That question, it's the first time I was seeing that question, and I'm like, spot on, straight up. You know, there's something about this Kim, but we will see it play out. Now that Korra has two lawyers on a retainer, I don't think she's playing with anybody, including that her ex-husband that lives in his own planet. Seriously. Oyoyo's one said, at Sheba, thank you. Yes, so blessings. God bless you. We appreciate all the support that you're all coming to support us content creators. We don't take it for granted at all. I said thank you, Oyoyo. Okay, so okay, I said that thanks, Oyoyo. I'm just wondering if she is a Trojan horse sent to infiltrate the Korra camp and win her trust. Although I don't think that Mr. Korra obidi camp is that smart. Some of them are. I will tell you the smartness I'm talking about is they are. It's not smart. They are cunning. They are very good corn stars. Like they would see black and they will call it white. And even if you shove it down their throat and put it into their eyes, they see that it is what it is. They will never admit it. They know how to manipulate every situation like him. That's why they are all friends and they're able to coexist in that kind of toxic environment that they are all in. When all day you're constantly plotting against somebody that didn't do anything to you, you're constantly plotting against somebody that has never offended you. You're just constantly plotting and doing the most, and you feel comfortable. Something bad happens to her, you all come out and you laugh, kiki 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 ha 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 ha, kiki kiki ha 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 ha. Because this okay now. Look at the case file. Let's we're going with this comment I say it's made now. Look at the case file that this woman built for JD, Miriam Awolowo. Go back now, and that case, that file was not built in 2024. Miriam has finished building that case file before they even had issues. Look at JD's filing for 2024. Look at some of those things that he listed. Those are things that came up when Kim and Miriam were in charge of the CPS case. Remember how Kim was avoiding to talk about those children thing? The children M, that the M word. I don't want to say it here because it's YouTube. The Momo thing, that one. Anybody that don't understand, say you don't understand, so I can tell someone to write it in abbreviation in the comment section. Do you understand? How is it that Kim and Madam MIA, for those of you that might be confusing, MIA is Miriam. That's the abbreviation of Miriam's full name, MIA. So how is it that Kim and Madam MIA both have enough evidence about that topic? and he has brought it in back again, twisted it. So when you check most of the things that he filed this time, you will know that he's still working with the evidences that Kim and Miriam collected for him. According to Miriam, the colete that they colete for him. That's it. I see it. Shiva is laughing. Shiva said she called my friend a gaslighter and blocked her. She doesn't want bloggers' name mentioned in her life, but we recommend her on bloggers' life because of how good she is. Yeah, some people are like that, but I think there's he's gonna scare. He's so okay, the super says, but okay, like I was trying to explain about Jade. Some people have that this thing. Okay, for example, let me use myself as an example. There is someone that I've never seen on my channel, and the person just came in with announcement, yada yada yada. What did the person even say that day? The person said, announcement. Uh, uh, let's talk about it with Amiora is going live and wanting. Let's talk about it with Amiora. Don't know who I am. I watch her, but she doesn't know my channel. That's one. But I don't have any issues. If you notice when I say it and the other and who else, I think what Ron M or this person came in and said something about like the same channel, my response and the other person's so much my response was not the same. You know why? Because some people come into your live stream and they try to change the conversation, they try to distract you, because at the same time we're talking and we're also reading the comments, so we keep everybody engaged. It is very important that somebody drops a comment for you, you say their name, you read the comment, and people feel like, okay, you see me, you know, not like ignoring people and just expecting them to watch you. You understand? So people try to distract people. And I told the person, I said, you just came in here with announcement. Hello, you didn't say to the people in the chat, hello, listen, you didn't ask if you could drop that information. So maybe Jade have that rule that she doesn't want to give shout out to any blogger. So by you mentioning the person's name, the blogger's name, that's like giving a shout out, because there are people in there watching. So maybe that was what happened. Sorry to your friend. Sorry to your friend that was blocked on the platform. Yoyos was say, I said, I don't trust this Oyibo. They can, Ella. As I say, I don't trust these Oyibos. They can go to any extent to get information. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some things now just say person no fit open mouth they talk, and because at the end of the day now people look like them get the app. Do you understand? Okay, so you're very correct. This vindictive behavior that some of them have, I don't even understand. Seriously, they just once they carry you for mind, you don't be for you. Seriously, if they set their eyes on you, your own is finished. Because even if it takes until they stop existing, they will make sure that they do that thing they want to do to you before they cease to breathe. Yeah. Sheva said maybe she used her savings. Maybe she used her savings to hire private investigator for a total. I'm not saying people don't help strangers, but for example, when you see people like somebody says, "I'm ill, I have to go to the hospital, I don't have money," and this, and then they call for people to donate. You see them presenting either doctor's report, they show the person's injury. Like you have to know something about the person that you're donating for. For example, when Korra came out for GoFundMe, she said what she wants to use the money for? You think that people that donated, they don't have their eyes, they're open looking at Korra to see if Korra is going to follow through with these court cases or not. So when you, before you do something, you check out what you're doing. People that donated to Korra, they've seen this case and they've seen how Justin is just taunting and taunting and taunting and taunting. You understand this woman? And they decided, so that's different. But the case of this woman, she came out and told us that she didn't know them. She just accidentally stumbled across Korra's birth video. And then after a while, she stumbled across Justin's video. She recognized him from seeing him in Korra's. Then she started watching the two of them. So you go from that to coming, and Miriam confirmed that when she came into the WhatsApp group, although Miriam said she's not in the WhatsApp group, I don't know how people manage to see things in WhatsApp group that they are not a member of. That when she came into the WhatsApp group, she came in with, I have hired a private investigator. That's why they call Kim, they refer to Kim as Kim PI, because they said that's how she got Justin's attention. And then she now told Miriam that Miriam should tell Justin that she fancies him. You understand? So I don't know how you're going to just pull up all that money for a stranger. You're going to use all your savings to get a private investigator. Get a private investigator for this thing, Anakin. So let me see. Okay, Sheba said, but seriously, it could be that she called someone she knows. She could have called in favor too. Maybe she also knows people in the CPS. Well, when she tried to get Cora's kids away from her, I said all I said was, what judge is in his right mind would award Mr. Obidi full custody given his latest filing and action? And she got angry and blocked me. Now, why? No vex, I say it. I say it, no vex, I beg. Maybe she misunderstood. Maybe when you said Mr. Korra Obidi, she thought you were talking about Korra. If what judge going to give Korra? Oh God. Chef, I said that this Oyinbos keep someone they can call in their back pocket for every situation. Hmm. That's the one that has the connection now. Not all of them have that kind of connection. Leave all those bragging that they will be bragging online. I say it said I say it's Jade is passionate, so passionate that sometimes she doesn't read to understand the comment. She just sees you are new and assume you are negative. Her loss, Sha. Yeah. I beg, forgive her. You know, it's a passion, just as you just mentioned. Just forgive her, and if you enjoy her presentation, just still keep watching her. But maybe you just have to reduce the commenting. You just get in there and just listen and drop one or two comments and just keep listening, you know. Because yeah, I know that she's very passionate and sometimes she fires off, but she also apologizes sometimes on her life. The judge will block your entire generation for a simple comment. Oh god. Ah, voila. So I've learned to stay away from live stream. I beg, no stay away. The support is always necessary as a content creator. If you're there and everybody stays away, will you be talking to yourself? I beg, oh, we need all the supports that we can get. Don't stay away from her live stream. Here, I respect Jay's work, and she does bring awareness to that bad belly man. No be small kind bad belly man. Yes, exactly, Sheba. This is the stuff I'm talking about. It is, the fact that these two women knew about that situation. That's not even something that is funny. From the one that they were saying, oh, happened in the mother's home to the alleged father's side. I don't care who is involved. Little children are involved. And when this M word comes in, That's not something to play about. And then look at how this woman tried to address it on that interview. Oh, I don't want to talk about it, but at least you said enough for us to know what you were trying to say. And then Miriam, in her own, pretending that she's a savior of JD, then came in to explain, and then she even revealed more, talking about how they went to the doctors and they checked and nothing was found down there. You've already told us everything we needed to know, that there was an allegation about something like that, and that is a very deep, 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 like, it is messed up, so it's really weird. Sheba said, I think Marian sent him more information of recent. His comment section exposed him telling her to come in his email. Not long after that, he filed those recent. And also remember, so yes, and that stuff, I think it was Kim, I think, that posted that stuff. So I don't even know why she deleted it. I think it was Kim that posted it, and then people saw it and started resharing it. And then when you go back and check Kim's Facebook page, that stuff was no longer there, where she was actually even going back and forth also with another person. But yes, somebody had said that JD should unblock Miriam from Facebook, and he said that he doesn't need to unblock her if she has anything she wants to send to him, that she knows his email. So it's very possible that Kim, after placing curse on JD, telling JD that she's going to show him that her family people are Omoni members. That woman doesn't know the cost she's placing on herself. So all those costs that she removed her gray hair and sent with the wind, all of those, the wind will blow it back to her direction, and all the costs will land on her head because she no get sense. Well, just want said, well done, host. Thank you so much. Thank you. Then I say it said, it may be okay, it may be there was a lot of money raised in the group to fight Korra and Kim in. Yeah, yeah, yes, because Kim, I know that Kim was in charge of the CPS. I don't know if Kim was in charge of funds, because when they had raised the fund, it was Madam Longmouth in the UK, right, that collected funds for that, this thing, that collected funds for, give me a second, I want to change my position a little bit. It was Madam Longmouth that collected funds for that. So I don't know if she collected funds for, wait, let's see. Because in the case of Crystal collected funds for to stock up the fridge, the refrigerator, and that's where these photos and whatnot, after she took photos. So yes, they donated money, they contributed money for her to stock up the refrigerator and buy gifts for JD's children. That's for Crystal. Then Kim, I said that Kim collected funds for the CPS case. And that's where she got the conscience will not allow her to spend it on anything other than, hmm. Oh, hmm. Who knows? Sheba said, could it be that she never paid any PI? Hmm. But then, how did she find out some of the things that she did find out? To find out that KO doesn't go out that much, and some of the other things she mentioned on the interview, except that she was the PI that was following KO up and down. And she must be very jobless to leave everything you have to do and then you start following someone else. Yeah, so could it be that she never added any PI? Could it be that this PI is just a friend or family members doing Kim a favor? That's also possible. That's also possible. Sheba say yes. When she tried to mess K up, yeah. I say it said, Sheba, you're right. Maybe she never actually paid the PI, but she paid for the billboard. So was that a favor to she must really be connected. Is she the sister to the president of America? Is she Joe Biden's cousin or Donald Trump's nephew? Abi niece. I said nephew. Is she Donald Trump's niece or Donald Trump's cousin? Hmm. I said the billboard too could have been a favor too. Billboard are expensive. So who's doing half this type of fake? That person. Say all, say all of those fights could have been fake as well. Behind the scene, they were never really fighting, but planning more evil. Absolutely. I say it, said, oh, say, oh, you have said it. She was the PI. Now, because if she, because if Miriam is telling us that what this woman wanted was to get close to JD because she told her that she fancied JD, could it have been that she came in and lied on that thing that she hired the PI just so JD would think she's working for her? And now she will not have to go through Miriam that made herself the general manager, be the general overseer of evildoers, that wants everybody to report to her. Then she can report to JD. I never see grandmama with no respect in gray hair. So it's possible that she came in with that so that anything that has to do with the PI, now you know that those informations are not information that you want to drop in the chat. You want to relate it directly. So that will give Kim direct access to JD. And from PI conversation, she will now get into other conversation, and then Cucumber go jump out from where it's supposed to jump out from. So so that's just the thing. But now that she has been served. I don't know why I don't even see her anymore. Hmm. Uh-uh. This way, Cora, they post. I have a new this thing. I just opened Facebook. I have a new mailbox. Uh-uh. What's going on? Let me see. Hmm. This one that Cora is posting about PO box. I bet she wants people to start sending her stuff. I don't want to play her video, so we don't get copyright. And another, I'm trying to find Kim's page again. I can't find. I can't. I say, why do I keep saying confusing their names? Zoe, Zoe's page, and I've not seen her post anything of recent. Yeah, I don't know if they've reported her page and dropped her page down. You know, Sheva said she's a nurse. Uh, being a nurse can make you easier for you to get any information you want. Oh, okay. Jesse said Kim did not pay for the billboard alone. Others put so it was a contribution. So she got people to contribute, and then she did. So she came up with the idea. It was her idea, and then people paid for it. Okay, I see. I see. That woman, she's really good at. And I wonder who are the people that agreed to contribute to that type of thing. The fact that she's the one running it, I won't even get involved. Seriously. Let me see. So if she has a new mailbox, that's awesome. Yeah, I just saw she posted it to her Facebook, Korra. Okay. I say it says so she has a new PO box, so people don't do things directly to to her address. Okay, I see. Oh, wow. That's a good one because these people, they are capable of anything. Capable and capable and capable of anything. Seriously. I'm trying to see if they've dropped anything. This Kim that has been running her mouth since, I'm waiting to see when she's going to post, if she's going to say anything, if she has sent those information. Because trust me, Cora's lawyers need to lay their hands on that stuff so they can start preparing their case against this man and that his best friend. Because I don't want only that woman to be the one to actually pay for this whole thing, because she did not do it alone. And if these other people don't get any punishment, it's not gonna make sense. It's not gonna make sense at all. But I just love the fact that they have actually saved her. Because I was really worried, are they going to find her? Are they not going to find her? And whatnot, you know? And something else I want to say, this JD that came out, although this is a topic that I'm kind of avoiding because of how sensitive it is. But maybe I'm just wondering, JD that came out and talked about those parenting app and those that app that he said people in divorce they use it for communication and whatnot. And now we're seeing information that shows that Korra was actually confronting this man about that Momo case, and JD was just plain silent. She was like, guys, hit the uh uh you people don't be enjoying the gist like that now. Give us a like, give the live stream a like, or support by super chat, super thanks, or something. Support the channel with something. At least give a like if you cannot do the other ones. Just give it a thumbs up. Yes, we're 51 persons here. Thank you for reminding everybody, Sheba. So please, if you came in and you forgot to give a like, give a like. If you're enjoying the conversation and you're updated about what is going on, the major thing we came in here to discuss was that the woman that was filming Korra Obidi's children and speaking to them in a harsh manner in their father's house, the audacity. Like that was done in their own father's house, not that they were in a stranger's home or they were in a daycare, in their father's home. And that woman, Crystal, she has been served. Okay, because if you remember the last court document we saw, I said the case will be proceeding, but before that, Cora needs to serve Crystal. And it seemed like Crystal was hard to find. But yeah, somehow, she's been found and she's been served. All right. So come August, that case is going down. So we will keep talking about that case and we will keep addressing it. So we will, I'm sorry for that break. So we will keep talking about this. We will keep following to see how that August case will play out because we know that Jade is doing everything to distract. Even though he said he's going to be doing his educational content, we're yet to see the educational content that JD is posting. He came out talking about scammers today. That was his topic today. People that called him from a bank and told him to pay $10,000, and it seemed like him and his camp members they really like that figure. Everything has to do with $10,000 and $10,000 and $10,000. So I really love that she has been served. They will go to court and we will see how this whole thing is going to play out. I hope that she's found guilty, and I also hope that JD goes and answer, and the rest of this his bloggers and his gang members, they will all be brought to book because it is very, very necessary. Okay, really, really necessary. And JD is doing all he can to distract and make sure that nobody at all is going to um give me a second, let me okay, oh it's not I wanted to see something. I'm seeing a document. I want to see. Okay, so just like I said, the document we just read is going on. I see more bloggers are posting about it that Crystal have been served. So I love how the stories changed again. Remember, a few days ago, everybody was still up until, let me not even say a few days ago, up until yesterday, people were still talking about JD and this bogus filing that he has done. But now people are waking up to this new information. So now the dread will start coming back again. So let us see what the camp members are going to do. All of them that they've been laughing since, kikiki ha ha ha, dragging Nancy, dragging Koro Obidi's younger brother, dragging the father of Koro Obidi. Let us see their reaction now that we know that Crystal, they found Crystal and Crystal have been served. So come August, they will be going to, give me a second, what do I see? Yeah. Mm-hmm. This one is not for hand, it's for mouth. Okay. So come August, we know that it is going down, and we're going to see how that's going to play out in court. And I can't wait for that woman to start singing like a bird, of which we know will happen. Okay, so Sheba said Loli has that information too, because I believe on the way she spoke, she had access to the app. She does. Justin have her access to have a content for a bit, maybe by sending the chat to her. She's an she's the no she's his number one blogger now, the one to cause to promote the hatred for Korra on the platform. He is number one blogger. Now Miriam is now standing almost as his number two blogger, you know, with the type of content that she's making. Sheba said, I had rather want Korra to file a defamation lawsuit against JD. If she files that, she's going to win straight up, straight up. No waste of time. Udwak, welcome. Welcome, Udrak. I said, Cora said that the P.O. box is for her birthday. Oh, okay. Cora is flexing. From posting beautiful photos to chilling to announcing that Mr. Obi is going to, what is it called? Mr. Obi is going to Canada. Cora is just chilling. You see how this GoFundMe, God bless everybody that donated for that GoFundMe. God bless all the supporters, even those that did not. What's going on in my phone now? God bless even those that didn't have to donate, but they see the truth and they've been speaking up, being in the comment section, be it as a content creator and whatnot. You know, God bless everybody, because if that was not the case, how would Cora? She was still trying to face Crystal in court, and the next thing, ex-husband have filed something that they need to go for the hearing on this so fast in this very month in June. From what we're hearing, the hearing of that particular case between JD versus this person, JD versus Cora, it's going on this June. Then in August is the restraining order case against Crystal. And the fact that Crystal was screaming that there's nothing Cora is going to do to keep her from away from her friend's children. She sounded as if the same way Justin sounded like Cora was just a surrogate that helped him to get two children into this world, but she does not have any right to tell him anything. That's exactly how JD sounded. In the same way, this Crystal came up telling everybody that Cora cannot do anything to keep her away from the children. Now that she's been served and we're going to court, we will all see. Yes, okay, we're all going to that court. Not only Cora is going to court, okay, we're all going because our eyes, our ears, and everything is open, listening and waiting to see the informations that we will have available, and we will be here discussing it. We're not stopping anytime soon because JD doesn't want to stop. He doesn't want to slow down. So Here we go. Sheba said, "Did you see the post where Marian is telling Justin to make part of the file in private?" Yeah, I saw it yesterday. We listened to that yesterday. Where Doris Body, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yes, Sheba, I saw that. That stuff. Wait, sorry, my little one is playing music and I don't want to get copyright from it. Doris said, "My prayer are more so with Korra and the girls now. I am praying that Korra will have more security around her at all times." Absolutely. Absolutely. Because there is so many things that we see that we cannot say or we cannot say online because of the guidelines of all these apps, that they don't let you say things that certain things. But if you've been following this story and listening to the way this man and his gang members speak and the way they do things, you know. As for Miriam trying to make things private, I believe most of this information that this man used for this present filing came from this thing from her. That's why she wants to private things. She's a general strange. She's a total. I said general. She's a total stranger, but she had those deep information because she said she has everything on this case from the beginning to the end of this their divorce matter and everything that concerns Cora and JD. Who is she to have all those information on her side? And then now that the thing is public, she wants them to go and file and close it because she wants to pretend that she cares about the children. You care about the children and things like that were coming up. You didn't think to do anything. Leave that woman. Mm. Of course, now she was part of those getting photos and whatnot behind the scene. She was. And you see how he asked for Cora's passport to be taken away. He's jealous and wants to stop her from going to Jamaica for her birthday. He lives in his own planet. He has not been able to prove anything, and yet he just wants the police, the FBI, the general USA to do everything for him and make sure they punish Cora. Like they don't have the head of their own to think for themselves. If she's going to Jamaica, she's going. Wherever she says she's going, she's gonna go. He's already filed for what he wants to file. She's not gonna run away. She will come back. If she has to be in court, she will be in court. If she doesn't, her lawyers will advise her accordingly. So this time around, nobody's even afraid that she's going to make a mistake because now she has her legal team. And I believe she's smart enough to know that whatever she needs to do, she needs to run it by her legal team and then move on to doing what she has to do. So let him just continue with his nonsense filing. After they throw out this one, he will go and file something else again after a few months, telling us that he wants to make educational content. So she said that, "Why are you fighting to stay in the life of the children whose mother you don't like? Why?" Can you imagine? That woman was one of the people that was planning to delete KO or send her to jail. Now she wants to be friends. I don't trust her. There is nothing to be trust about that woman. No. If she like, I said it on one of my live stream. I said if that woman like, let her put 10 billion billboards or whatever, any one of them. As far as you've been a member of that private WhatsApp group, you are not a good person. Full stop. Comma, Ali Coco Bendel. Straight up. That's it. You cannot be a good person because one thing is to see people having issues. Like we all consume content on social media. Some of us, we also create content, we also consume. I'm not going to say because I'm a blogger now, I'm going to go and start digging in deep into Yule Doche's life, Cora Obidi's life, JD's life, Brad Pitt's life, Angelina Jolie's life, their daughter now that wants to remove Pitt from her name, Ginny Mai and Jeezy. I'm going to go and dig in deep. What I see that they put out there as information about their divorce or whatever saga that is going on about celebrities and whatnot, that is exactly what I am going to work with. I'm not going to go and dig into people's private life where we will now start finding members. I will not say, Oyoyo, oh, I say it, oh, Jesse, oh, Sheba, oh, Ron M, you all come, let's go create a group where we'll go and start spying into people's life. Once you get to that level, you're a very wicked and a very mean and dangerous person, and nobody should ever trust you. So I don't know why people are beginning to look at her like she's one good person. Oh, we're able to forgive. I'm not saying do not forgive, oh, forgive, but dine with a long spoon. Let your conversation end in good morning. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm good. Or if the person responds back with, oh, well, I'm not feeling too fine today. You're like, oh, I pray for good health for you. Hope you get better. Don't wish the person evil because the person did evil to you or to someone but just let your conversation be limited to hello, hi, and you move. There is nothing like, oh, because I've forgiven you, because I can see that you've realized your mistake. I will now start having a conversation. Before you know, you will now start saying things that you're not supposed to say. And by when you finish saying it, you now regret it, but it's already too late. People should just be careful. Sheba said that Doris, yes, so amen. No, she's highly protected, but must be very cautious regardless. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that man, hmm, he's capable of anything. If you can think it, he's capable of it. Seriously. At this point, the way he's going and the things he said from the beginning, he's capable of anything. Sheba said at Jesse, is that why she's taking so long to submit evidence she claimed to have? You know, in terms of that evidence, you also have to understand that those evidence will implicate her also. Those evidence will implicate her also. So it only takes someone that has truly, truly repented and realized their mistake to say, well, I created this, so I deserve the punishment that comes my way. You have to get to that level where you say, well, this is what I created. If this is how I've made my bed, I better lay down on it and chest everything else that is coming my way. But remember that she said she is a nurse. There are certain things that will be there that might affect her also. And remember, she said she has a physically challenged child that she needs to give attention to. So that will also affect that child. But when she was making all those wicked moves, she never ever thought of her nursing license. She never ever thought of her physically challenged child that she's supposed to be taking care of 24/7. So I feel like at this point now, she's weighing in on everything and she's really not there yet. She doesn't know if she wants to hand over that evidence because she was their evidence storehouse. She was the storage, like they were storing every evidence with her. If you read that email that this woman sent to her concerning the CPS case, when Miriam sent her that email, said, I'm trusting you with these informations, and they said, we can trust you. Make sure you don't share this information. So a lot of what else have they given to her and told her to keep and store and protect? She knows that when she turns it in, she will get her own. So maybe she's lobbying for them to cut her a deal. So her penalty will not be as bad as that of any other person, so she can testify. That's why listen to her. She keeps saying, if Korra needs me to testify, if Korra needs me to turn in my old phone with evidence, I have a flash drive, I have this, I have that, I will testify, I will testify, I will testify. When it gets to that point where they will now want to put her as a witness on the stand to come and testify against JD, she will cut a deal. We've seen it happen. We've seen it. So until she's sure that they will cut a deal for her, I don't know if you have to sign documents. I'm not a legal practitioner, so I don't know exactly the process, how they do it. But maybe, I don't know if is there a legal document that you need to sign to say, yes, I'm going to testify and this is what you're going to do for me. So that way the state or, the state will not be able to go back on their words. The judge or whoever is in charge of the case will not be able to go back on their words because they've already said they will give her. So once she seals that deal, maybe maybe she would turn in the evidence. But who knows? Is she going to manipulate it before she sends it? So many thoughts. Um, Cordelia, you're welcome. You're welcome. Sorry, I was trying to explain this thing so I don't lose my thought for and this is so I saw when you came in. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you're still here. I wasn't ignoring your listen. Uh Cordelia said Kim is a snake. Green snake cover the green grass. Sheba said, "Me, if I had the mind, I would join the group to know they don't. This is their second group that they don't even take people like that. Did you hear when they were confessors were confessing? When the lady confessor was possessing them, they were all confessing, and it seemed like the second group it seemed like the second group was created by this one that is going to court now. The crystal was the one that Jade is sent to create the second group. Either the crystal or Kim was the one that they asked to create the second group, but it seemed like it's Crystal that created it. The first one, since they're supposed, I don't even think they're putting people in that group. You need to prove yourself, and I think in order to prove yourself, before they put you in that group, you have to do something bad to Korra, or more than something. You have to do maybe many things. You have to do many plotting against, or maybe I don't know if they will put some people because of financial reason, people that will be there to donate funds, to push the evil plan forward. Sheba said, even if I have mind, I will join the group to know what they are up to. Maybe I would have to do one or two to prove I'm loyal to get in. As soon as I get all the info I need, I had bounced, I'm out. But by the time you do one or two to gain their trust me, one of those one or two that you will do will be illegal things that will be able to land you in court. That's the problem because what you'll be doing will not be legal. So that might be able to land you in court. That's why most of them are afraid. They cannot talk too much, even though they know Jade is behaving anyhow. They don't dare to say certain things. Oyo was a beautiful analysis host. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful, ma'am. That's our barrister in the building. Okay, so I say it said Kim should realize she can't have direct access to Kale or Nancy. I think she does have direct access to uh, somehow, because I think maybe Nancy must have exchanged email with her, so they had that email conversation. But it's Korra that she confirmed that she reached out, but Korra never responded back to her. So I think she does have access to Nancy. I don't know if they exchange phone numbers too, but I wouldn't be surprised because Nancy already told her that they've forgiven her. But I just want Nancy to be very smart with what she's doing. Be wise. How do they say it? Be wise as the serpent or what? uh So she has to know who she's dealing with, and not let yourself go. Uh, okay. Said Kim should realize she cannot have direct access to Kay or Nancy because of her past. If she is truly trying to help, she should she should hand over the evidence she has through a third party like Amira of the law. Amira suggested, but she didn't. And I think it will have more weight if she handed over. And I think Oyoyo explained that a bit on her live stream too. I think it will have more weight if she would hand it over by herself to uh, Cora's lawyers, so they will not be able to say they've tampered with it or anything. Hello, Royal D. Hi, Queen in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, Royal D. Um, Sheba said yes, but she's scared she can lose her license. Of course, that's obvious because in order to be in such groups, it's like a cult. Now you have to prove yourself. You have to receive some things, and you have to give and do some things. That's why even in her saying, in Kim's sayings, Kim was quick to say, well, if they dare me, I will post our chat and you people will see that I said some bad things, but it's few compared to what the rest of them said. That's what she said. And did she post the chat? She didn't post the chat. The same thing Miriam said, if Kim dares me and makes me angry, I'm going to post our chat and people will see all the things that she said there. and that she's lying, that she said just few things. So they know what they've done and they will not. So you're welcome. Okay, Loyalty say hello to Sheba. I say it said Kim wants to be close to Korra, but it will be difficult to win her trust. So stop holding on to the evidence and hand it in if you want to help, like you say. She will never even get close. Remember, even Madam MIA, before she became the devil's advocate for JD, she went to Korra first. Did Korra respond to her? That's why it's paining her. So it seemed like Korra, even once bitten, twice shy. With everything that is happening, a lot of people, Korra cannot just up and be trusting strangers just like that. If she does, she's on her own, you know. So I mean, as a nurse, can you involve yourself in such things? In the UK, you would be up before your regulatory board. It's because right now nobody has reported her. The only report they did to her when she started calling them out, I think that's why she stopped speaking about them too, was when they called the CPS, the same CPS that she was in charge of using to fight Cora, when they called CPS to go check up on her daughter. That was the one that they did. And probably because they don't know what they could do to her as a nurse. That's why they called the CPS. If not, maybe they would have reported her to okay. She had said that they did something with they were searching for a nurse with her name, a Kim Baker, and they find another nurse that was not her. So that's the luck also she had, that there were several Kim Bakers that are nurses in the United States. So that's how they missed her. Yeah, I'm still not sure how Kim was targeted to get in that group. She must have reached out to them. That's what Miriam said. After she granted that interview on Amira's channel, somebody shared that live stream, that interview, to Miriam, and Miriam was upset. Miriam was fuming, and Miriam came out and did, I think, part one and part two, addressing her. And in the part two, she now dared her that if she tries that, she will post the chat from their WhatsApp group. Although Miriam claimed that she was not in the WhatsApp group, that somebody that they added, that is her friend, that is Miriam's friend, screenshot all their conversation before she removed herself from the WhatsApp group. So that is how the person shared those WhatsApp chats with her. That's how she's in possession of those chats, that she will post it if Kim dares her. Then she also said that Kim, how she mentioned another woman's name. I don't remember the woman's name. I don't know if maybe it's the woman that brings in, accept people's requests into the this or whatnot, or she's the recruiter, recruiting people for the group. So she said how Kim Baker got that woman's attention was when Kim came in and told them that she has hired a private investigator to follow Korra Obidi and get evidences that they can use. So that was how she got the attention of the people in the group. So that's how Kim got into the group. But the way Kim explained it was different. I say it, and she said JD reached out to her. Yeah, she didn't tell the truth, because JD reaching out to her and she talking about the private, I think for me, I will go with the explanation that she talked about the private investigator, and then JD reached out to her, and that will make more sense. Because why would JD just reach out to you if you're not going? We all know that he's the user. People from his own camp, they've already said it, that he's a user. So except you're giving something to JD will not just up and reach out to you for any reason. Yeah. uh Oyoswo said, I say the board doesn't get involved with one's personal business unless if people report her to the board. Yeah, and I think they wanted to, but they missed the particular Kim Baker, and they found another Kim Baker that stayed in either a different state, and that one was the one that received the wahala. And she was like, poor woman. But that one is also a nurse, and that one is also a Kim Baker, and I think is also a Caucasian woman. So she was lucky that they did not. And maybe if they had gotten all those information, they would have reported her to her board, because they would have found out where she was working and everything. But yeah. Okay, Yoyos was saying hello to Royal D. Royal D say yo yo yo. Sheva said, Aloyo, why do you think lawyer didn't come to represent Korra pro bono, even to advise her if you are watching this unfold? Why do you think lawyers did not say anything? First off, Oyoyo herself is a lawyer, and Oyoyo even suggested a this thing, when she spoke about it, and right from time, Oyoyo have been saying some of these things that's happening. Get a lawyer, get a lawyer. But how many of these things that Cora sees? That's the thing. You understand? If you're not a blogger with huge numbers and whatnot, probably Cora does not see your video. Even if she comes across it, she will not watch. That's another thing with people that have numbers. It's very common for people that have big, huge following. They don't always follow people or listen to people that have small following. So there's a possibility that most of these lawyers, their channels or platforms are not that big. So even when they come out with those advice, she won't she won't see them. She just sees just few, you know, and except somebody will point her to something like telling her, check out this person. This person is saying something important. So I think lawyers would have said their own, like looking at the whole case and feeling like maybe this is what Cora should do as a legal personnel, the advice for, yeah. Royalty said, Kim said she was trying to call Cora's lawyer, but I don't know if she ever talked to the lawyer or not. If this week she was still saying she has not reached out, me, I don't even know what else to say. Uduak Yoho said, Cora said yesterday when she was at the PO box that she is getting it in order for her birthday gift to be sent to her through the mailbox. Okay, that's great. Jessie Inez said, I listened to Kim on her live stream. I think she's even live now as we speak. uh, I said, I listened to Kim on her live. She said there is nothing they could do but to pray for KO, but she have all the evidence. She is not a good person. Oh, now she switches to there's nothing they could do. The one I watched, she was encouraging people not to worry that Cora has enough evidence to nail JD, that they should not be afraid of anything that he's filing because he's a liar and wanting. Say, but Royalty, why would JD reach out to her? She must have been saying or doing something, you know, anti-KO that made him think she was prepared to bring KO down. Of course, there's no way JD would just reach out to people like that. You understand? Except he knows that you will be useful to him. That's when he will reach out. Remember when he was giving the Madame Longmouth shout out, you people watch her, watch her. Why was he doing that on his platform? Because Madame Longmouth was busy insulting Cora and calling Cora all manner of names. He liked that and he kept telling people to watch her, that she's the best blogger. That people need to listen to bloggers that have sense, bloggers that said the truth and wanting. I guess that's why she has her name as truth something. So she can send an email to the lawyer. HMC would help him determine if those evidence is worth talking with her on the phone or in person. She knows everything that she needs to do. She's just pretending that she doesn't. So she gets enough donation for her court case, and then she will just ignore everybody, because if she doesn't turn it in, it means that she will not be found guilty for anything, because maybe she's thinking they don't have enough evidence. But this woman will be singing like a bird too. I say so. The regulatory holds you to a code of conduct, and anything that brings the profession into disrupt is on the table. Kim's action breaches professional conduct. Wahala. Royally said, Jesse, what she means, nothing they can do to Korra. Ah, okay, nothing they can do to Korra. Okay, that was nothing that, like, there's nothing to be done by anybody, just to pray. Oduak said, you're doing a great job, sis. God bless you richly. Thank you so much, Oduak. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you too. God bless you, sis. God bless you. Sheba said, me, I'm getting tired of Kim making excuses of why she she have all the evidence and not submitting it. Making a million copies, Kim, and send a PDF copy to Korra's lawyers. Finish. Oh, God. Oh. Ah, Royalty said, but the narcissist will reach out to who if they think you're going to be on their side. That's what they do. Gaslight you. I know how I know how them people work. I talk about this all the time on my channel. Yeah, but royalty, yes, that's what these people do, right? These narcissistic people, people with narcissistic tendencies, that's what they do. But how would he know that this particular set of women will be useful to him if they've not presented themselves that way? If they've not said or done one or two things that he saw that this will be a easy use, this will be useful to me, this will be someone I can easily convince, you must have said or done something that will make him look at and say, I can use this one to my advantage, you know. And I think she getting that private investigator actually gave him the go ahead. He said, Kim, if I catch you, submit that evidence, I beg. Go tell her for her live stream. She dey live now. Go tell her, Kim, go submit evidence. They did it in August. As I said, Sheva, you're right. Hand over the evidence already. So now, narcissists try to keep their hands clean. Of course, of course. So when you try to nail them, and the thing is, they think very fast. They're very good at manipulating people. They are. They're really good at manipulating people. So they will not want to get involved in anything. And that's how he's been trying. The only way he's guilty of is the fact that he knows about these things, he communicates and he gives them the go ahead. So I'm trying to say that what they do gaslight you to get you on their side and to believe them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that's what we see he's been doing online now. He will say anything to get people on his side. Hence, he has over 100 people on that his WhatsApp group, according to Kim. But I feel like now that they've served, if Kim was making the excuses that okay, she didn't know if they were going to throw out the case, now that they have served Crystal, Kim should send those evidence in that she's got. I know that even if she doesn't send the evidence in, there are still more evidences out there that will help. But she being an inner person with all this evidence from the inside, I think it's going to help a lot if she will send it in. But there is enough evidence there. There is. So what if Kim is doing? What Kim is doing now is grab Cora's attention. Is probably how she got Mr. Obidi's attention by saying she has evidence on Cora and has a PI with evidence, etc. Katori Kamama, you're welcome. You're welcome. KC, WCK, I said CK. So I have a profile where he's exactly hmm, to a blogger, and we both ended up in Facebook jail for a month. And this is a very dirty Jesus Christ. But you know that you cannot post mostly things like that. You cannot post it on this thing. You cannot post it on on social media. If you have something like that, it's better you send it to the lawyers so they can use it for their case. But if you post it on social media, it's going to, of course, you're going to get into trouble. You were even lucky if it was some of the apps, they would just remove you from their app completely. You know. Royalty said, there is a that's how he got all of them on his side. He gaslight all of them, and they become his fly monkeys. He's really manipulating them. Okay, Royalty said hit the like button. Yes, so yes, 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 hit the like button. So we've been live for 2 hours 44 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna round up this so I can go do other stuff. Well, what I just want everybody to know is that Crystal, aka Zoe, have been served because I know a lot of people were worried. That's what we're thinking. Were they going to find her? Were they not going to find her? Is she going to just be hiding on purpose so they don't find her to serve her? So the case will be thrown out, and then she and JD will now come online and twist the whole thing to make it look like Korra just collected support from people via GoFundMe, and she never used the money for what they said or she said she was going to use it for. So now that she's been served, eyes are open, ears are on the ground. We will see how their hearing between JD versus what's the her name JD versus KO will go, and then that's in June. This June that we're in this month. Then in August is going to be KO versus Crystal. Okay, the restraining order. That is the next thing we're going to see how that's going to play out. JD came out this morning and he was talking about scammers alert, and then Nigeria received the shade also there. I don't know if that is his educational content. His bloggers, they've never stopped. They've continued to say things and hint as if something is going on, But all in all, let's see how this is going to play out in court come August, and let's see how the hearing will go this June when it's time. So thank you, Royal D, for coming in. Thank you, Katori Mama, for coming in. Thank you, I said, for coming in. Thank you, Sheba, for coming in. Thank you, Dwak, for coming in. Thank you, Jesse Nis, for coming in. Thank you, Oyoyo's World, for coming in. Yes, don't forget to subscribe to Oyoyo's World, Royal D. Who else is a content creator? I say it. We're still waiting to hear your channel name. We're still waiting to hear. I've started my channel, so we can get people to come over there. We'll all come and join you and listen to your analysis. So subscribe to Yoyo's World, turn on notification so when she's live discussing this topic, also this Korra versus JD stuff, and coming from the legal, explaining some stuff as a legal practitioner. All of that you enjoy. Royal D also talks about this Korra obidi stuff, and Royal D talks about people with narcissistic tendency and people with behaving like and narcissistic and all of that, because she has an experience with that, so she teaches about that. So subscribe to Royal D here. Subscribe to Royal D. This is Royal D. Subscribe, turn on notification when she's live. You will know. So subscribe to Oyoyo's World. This is Oyoyo's World. When she's live, you will know. Subscribe, turn on notification, and when she's live, you will know. And also subscribe to me. Okay. Okay, let's move the channel to 3K. We can do it. We can do it. Subscribe, subscribe. We have 36 people here. I don't think all 36 persons here are subscribed to my channel. So if you subscribe, I'm going to hit 3K soon. Let's move it. Let's move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Let's do it. God bless you in advance as you subscribe. Cordelia, thank you so very much for joining. Okay, I've said thank you to Jesse Ines. I've said thank you to Sheba. Okay. Doris Bode, thank you so very much for coming. Udwak, thank you so much. Who else? Who else was here? Ron M was here. Thank you so very much, Ron M. I'm not seeing the name yet, but I remember she came in and said she got my live stream today. So yes, Ron M was here. Thank you, Ron M, for coming. And thank you to all. I think at some point we had 50 persons here. If you came in, breezed in and breezed out, Lady Money saw. All right, if I'm not, yeah, Lady Money saw was here also. Thank you so much. Uh, Ron M. Yeah, Ron M was here. Thank you, Ron M. Uh, thank you to, I think some point we were about 50 persons here watching. I know some people just love to sit back and listen. Um, Felani May Graham, thank you so very much for joining us today. Yeah. Okay, so that's all. That's all the people that commented today. So thank you to every one of you. God bless you. I will see you all later if we have the time to discuss something else. Oh, Liberation, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining in. Um, Uju, Uje, thank you so very much for joining us today. Okay, so let me see. As I say Uje, I don't know. Kind of Uje is a Nigerian name too, but I don't know if yours is UJ, like abbreviating it, or is Uje as a Nigerian name. Okay. So thank you all so very much. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, turn on notification. I'll see you all later. There's more stuff to be discussed. There are more things going on. Okay, more. So many more concerning other celebrities and other public figures and stuff. So we might be live later to discuss some other topic that doesn't have to do with Korra obidi and Justin Dean. But please show up and let's talk about these things because it is important, very much important. Okay, there's a trending topic that is worth touching down on. So, because there's a lot of lessons that will be learned from that. So, that being said, I say thank you also very much. Woo, 2 hours, 50 minutes, almost 3 hours. We are here. Boy, oh boy, that's not even a joke. I thought it's gonna be like an hour, and they hit the like button. Yes, so when you hit that like button, it tells us that something is going on. This I just pulled up my Facebook again and I saw this one. This woman is so much on this JD's supporter, Madame Longmouth. She's so much. She posted this 19 minutes ago. She's still on the case of Korra Obidi's brother that just graduated, I think, from a university in Canada because Korra said she was dropping her father up at the airport. If you saw that live stream, and then Nancy also posted photos showing the graduation of their brother, giving accolade to her father and just doing her thing, But then this JD's blog, number one blogger, Madame Longmouth, she has been on the case. She has, now she's screenshot a little bit showing something like this. And the thing that all of them will always claim that their videos are for educational purposes only. Meanwhile, you see them trying to destroy someone. You see them trying to bring down someone, but they are quick to put in their title that they are creating, she said here, that is for educational purpose and she's creating awareness to others. And then she said she wanted, like, she just twisted Nancy's name. Instead of N, she used M, like she says Nancy, answer this question. The page does not support any form of harassment, and then she posted a clip of Nancy's brother's video, and she is talking about it. How is it any of this woman's business? But because all of them, they are working hand in hand with JD, they will do everything to this. And now she posted something else before I say what I want to say. She posted this 11 hours ago. She said, please confirm this LL, the T in Canada, in Canada. And she said, it's pure effery. The brother Uche is wearing a Fort St. Northern Light College NLCS graduation cap and gown. NLCS graduation ceremony date in 2024 is May 30th, June 6th, and June 19th. The father, Anthony, can be seen and heard in Korra's house on the 30th of May and the 6th of June. They are passing off old graduation snaps for new. Uche slipped on his cape sack, cap, and gown for a photo op illusion. Note difference in image, shoes, and uh, top undergown. Anthony fled Nigeria. Why? What happened to Nancy's housekeeper slash Nancy? So you see how these people are working with JD, and they will do anything to try to make people think that there is no truth to whatever comes out of the. Yes, Royalty said, let's hit, let's go. Let's get 3K. Yes, of course. If we all subscribe, we will be there in no time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go get 3K. So this woman has been on this. People posted something about their family member achieving something. JD's supporter, this lady L in the UK, didn't need to get involved, but look at how she's gotten involved. She spoke about the father, spoke about Korra, spoke about Nancy, spoke about the brother, and they're very good in insinuating nonsense. Now, why is she asking the question that Nancy should come and answer the question why Nancy's brother left Nigeria, as if he did something before he left? Like these people, it is their job, and she is the number one person that carries this type of news. So I can't even wait for this case that involve all of them that are in that WhatsApp group to get to court, and I hope that they all receive the punishment that they need. You understand? Now, and then she posted 14 hours ago again. She posted another. She said, hashtag Nancy and Anthony has Koro Billy brother and father in another lie, but why? She has made how many videos? How many video out of one post that Nancy made out of one video that Cora said, follow me to the airport, Obi goes to Canada. Simple. Simple. Just something as simple as that. This lady has spoken about them here. One, here two, long write up here three, and trust me, by evening time you will see more posts from her. The same thing that the other one that came out and said, what's that her name again, Madam MIA, that was daring that she was going to post WhatsApp chat of Kim. Instead, she went and did episode upon episode upon episode talking about absolutely nonsense that is not necessary. But the chat that she threatened that she will post, she did not post, because maybe if she posts that chat, people are going to see what she also did and read about it. It's not only going to be about what Kim did or what Kim did not do. Do you understand? So a lot is really going on online. Let's see. Katori Kamama said she's the first one he called and started the drama with after the divorce. That's how it all got started. It's between him and Lola. You see? Hmm. Uh, Kamama said I was on the live stream when it started. Really, on JD's live stream or on this Madam Longmouth on this thing. What is it called? On Facebook. This is these people. They will never stop. They will never stop until somebody puts them in jail. Maybe that's the time that they will realize what they've done and they will stop. But until then, they will not stop. So I just hope this case goes to court, and every one of them that received those photos and distributed it, spoke or said one or two things about it, all of them should be brought to book, because that's the only way that they will be quiet and they will not be able to say anything anymore, because their plotting is now too much. Absolutely. Too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Mm-hmm. Let me see. So that's that. I'm just breezing through. If there's anything here that I'll add to this concerning this topic, and then we round up for this one for now, because there's always something popping up here and there. But trust me, I will keep you all updated as this case goes on. There is so much that is happening. So We will try to cover everything. We will not allow JD to come and try to control the narrative of how people are going to tell their story, even though now he blames the bloggers for everything. It's now the bloggers' fault that all this information are out there, but it's him that filed and came out and announced it to all the bloggers online. So the bloggers will know that he has filed something. And then now bloggers are talking about it. It is actually paining him. So it is going down. It is going down. As it dey pain them. E go dey sweet us. I can't wait for this their June hearing. Seriously, I can't wait to see how this their June hearing is going to go. It will be a huge shame to see how this is going to play out when they go and all this bogus thing that JD filed, more than half of it is going to be thrown out, and we're going to see. Kamama said, Justin live stream when he made the call to her. He was on a live stream. Yo, really? Wow. These people, they are doing things. So I'm just glad that most of the things that they've done is all on social media. Is it not the same person that, yeah, is it not the same person that owns Facebook, that owns WhatsApp, and owns Instagram? Everything that they are doing is online. So when it's time to collect all the evidences will be well collected and stored for cases now and in the future. So that's why you can see Korra is just smiling and going about her day doing her thing, because now she's got her lawyers, and her lawyers will sit and do their job. Okay, they will do their job, and she doesn't need to say anything until everything is done and dusted. Then she can now come online and actually say thank you and explain the much that she can, because this man is always on her page, and his minions, whatever she says, they try to catch up on it and run with it. 3 hours on the dot. Yes, yes, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. So let us see how this is going to play out. Thank you all so very much. And off I go. I'll see you all later. We have another very interesting and complicated trending story. But because we've been covering this Korra story, we've not been touching down so much on other stories. And we're going to try our much to squeeze in live streams here and there when we can, so we get that done. Okay, we're going to talk about a wealthy, very well, extremely wealthy guy that somehow got away with, having inviting women over, having them unalived, and their bodies not found. Right now, two is still missing, and his friend that has a lot of evidence is still like there's so much. So that's the next topic we will be discussing on live stream. Join us so we can also discuss that, and because it is interesting, and it is something that is worth discussing. So thank you also very much. God bless you immensely. I thank you so very much for being here with me, analyzing, dissecting, giving your 2 cents about what is going on. I really appreciate. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so very much, and I will see you all later. If you've not subscribed, you have to subscribe, turn on your notification, so we will come in and have that conversation. And on that, we will be dropping links, and you can jump on the link and come up and also tell us what you know about that story. Okay, so that's mm, let me see. So she's the first one he called to start the drama. Okay, so I was there on the live stream. Live stream. Okay. Hmm. Exactly. You see, Sheba already know the story. So that friend Ben needs to be arrested. I really have been just checking it out, because now that we want to talk about it, I'm just touching down, and I want to really catch up. Boy, it seems like the Ben is doing too much, and we will come back if we can. I will try to come back tonight so we can discuss that. Thank you so very much, Treasure. Thank you for stopping by. So yeah, we will see if we can come back tonight. This is 4 p.m. my time, so it's evening time over here. So I'll see how the night will go, and we will be able to come back and discuss that because there is so many trending topics that need to be covered. So we will try our best to see if we can be squeezing in more than one live stream in a day. That's what I'm looking forward to. So if I can do one in the morning, if I have few listen in the morning or in the afternoon, then I'll be able to squeeze in one during the morning or afternoon, and then another one in the night. Okay. But what I want to ask is your support. I know most of you are here for just Korra Obidi's case, but there are so many other cases that are also going on that you will find interesting just when we start discussing it. So thank you also very much. And off I go. See you all later. Thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every one of you. God bless you, and I will see you later in the night. Bye for now. Bye, bye, bye.